Attention Houston, Texas. The Trailblazer Poker Tour is coming to Texas Card House Houston from February 26th through March 10th. 10 big events, including the $100,000 guaranteed multi-flight and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. This is your second to last stop to rack up points in the Trailblazer Points Championship. First place wins a Chevy Trailblazer SUV. More details at texascardhouse.com.
Hello everyone and welcome to TCH Live. It's Saturday night here at Texas Card House Dallas, and that means the big one, the best tournament in all the land, weekly right here Saturday nights. I am RJ Dupree, my man Eric Van Loozen joining me here tonight. What's up, buddy?
What's going on? Yeah, excited for another tournament. Driving up here tonight, saw that had a little bit bigger prize pool, kind of what we were used to back in the day.
Right,
so
the best weekly tournament in all the land has gotten bigger today.
15K up top, 10K for second place, and plenty of money to fight for all 9 players. We've got 7 people that I recognize that have been on our final tables before.
Absolutely.
And one player in the seat 5 who this is his first time in the state of Texas.
First time.
Not just Texas Card House, first time in the state of Texas. And here he is on a final table trying to fight for 15K. And then Miss Haley over there in the 7th seat. Got to talk to her a little bit. I know you did as well.
Yeah.
She was on a fun live stream last night as well. So should be a fun night. Y'all engage in the chat. Let's keep it friendly and fun. And hopefully we'll be in for a good one.
Let's go. Happy stacking, folks. Yeah, congrats to Mr. Brad in the 5 seat. First time in Texas. And here he is on the Texas Card House live stream.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. Hand number 1. We are underway.
Playing for 110.
So it looks like the button is in the 9 seat here to start. And Brad in the 5 seat finds himself with Queen Jack. He'll open it up to 110,000. Blinds are starting at 20,000, 40,000 with a 40,000 big blind ante. That is the level we're starting at tonight. For this, the final table of the big one coming at you from Texas Card House Dallas.
Heads up.
Scoop in the 2 seat. He will defend that big blind with King Queen.
Check.
Get a flop of 4, 4, 5, 2 spades.
Bet 225.
Paired flop. Brad chooses to continue here. Bets 225,000.
Not a believer, but still going to just let it go.
Yeah, it goes almost pot size there to take that one down.
All right, well, first hand goes to the newcomer.
There we
Mr.
go.
Brad. All right, we'll go around the table. That's
fun
Arnie.
lineup.
Arnie in the seat 1. We just mentioned Scoop in the 2 seat. We've got John S. or John's in the 3 seat. Our boy Christian.
What up, Christian?
One of our dealers here and tournament crushers. Aforementioned Brad. We've got, who's in the 6?
6 seat will be John, the other John.
The other John.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Haley Gray, and a 9 seat is going to be Biddy.
Here we go.
Mr. David.
A lot of regulars here, and Haley warned us that she has a pretty good social media following, and we could see some folks in the chat getting after it. And we have seen some people well-wishing to Haley already.
Nice.
And yeah, she comes in with a lot of chips, by the way. She has second in chips here with 1.47. John's over there in the 3 seat. He has the chip lead at 1.6 million. Our man Christian there in the 4 seat. He will come into this final table with the 3rd stack. And those are the top 3 stacks of the evening. And let's see, Arnie there in the 1 seat. He will be our shorty to get this party started. He's down to, what is that, about 8 blinds? Arnie's got the button here, so he gets
Heads up.
a good full lap of the button here to try to decide how to get those 8 blinds going. Top pair here for Scoop. Yeah, my OKC buddy Gray making yet another final table appearance here on TCH Live. Shout out to the OKC peeps in the chat. What's up, Kendra?
Just goes check. Looks like nobody loved that run out with the queen, putting that 4-liner to a straight out there. So Johns with the trip 9 is going to take that down. He's our chip leader, so didn't want to get too crazy while we got some shorties that are bound to have to get their stacks in shortly. We
My
mentioned
man,
Arnie.
Christian. I'm excited for Christian.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is our first time to get to commentate with him at the final table. I know I think he's made an appearance or two before, but
he has.
Not while I was here, so I'm excited to get to hang out and see how Christian handles this situation tonight. I know when I first moved to Dallas, he and I were kind of crushing some same games at the same time, and had to stay away from him because he would crush them a little harder than I would.
Yeah, that's take it. Take it. Worst things, I guess.
Yeah, this is a fun table tonight. Crushers everywhere, by the way.
Upstate New York.
David there in the 9 seat. He's made about 47 of these TCH final tables. He knows how to get that stack going.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Christian going by Arnie Killer tonight. Just to talk a little smack to our friend Arnie there in the 1 seat.
105.
Which Arnie appreciates, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Arnie's a lot of fun, likes to talk a little trash himself.
Yes, he does.
Christian going to raise it up with the ace. Out of the big blind and get Johns to fold there. A Tink joining us from Turkey. DFS Brad, Kendre. Shouting out Gray again. And like we mentioned, a lot of folks rooting on Haley. Maggie Fox joined us. Howdy, howdy, Maggie.
Yeah, I saw a Tink in the chat early waiting on us tonight.
Yeah, he was here early.
He was checking in. Yeah, I know those hours get crazy over there. In Turkey, right?
Yeah, he's in Turkey.
There we go, yeah. Didn't want to mess it up. All right. John S. under the gun with a suited ace. What to do, what to do. He's not going to mess with it.
And if you played a tournament here at TCH, you can't have missed John S. because he plays in almost every single tournament
he is in a lot
that we have.
lot of tournaments.
There's Arnie with the AK suited.
There we go. He's seeing something to get it in already. Ace King suited in clubs. He will rip it. John's here on the button with the Ace King of his own. He's got 2 flush draws.
Just the call. Surprised to not see him isolate a little bit there, but
Yeah, inviting anyone in that wants to partake, but everyone folds. We're going to be heads up. Arnie officially at risk here.
You only need 1 flush.
Con Sin watching from Sydney, Australia says we love our poker here as well. Well, welcome from the land down under. Glad to have you here.
Oh my God.
2 hearts.
Two hearts coming out.
Little sweat.
Oh,
my
never
goodness.
easy.
Yeah, get him out of here. That to me.
Oh, my
safe.
goodness.
Chew.
There we go. Bunch of hearts out there giving Arnie the big sweat. Look at that.
If Arnie got knocked out there, we would need a video inside of his car because he would be dog cussing this poker room the whole way home, and it would be pure comedy gold hearing Arnie cuss the whole way home. And he'd be cussing Chin. He'd be cussing the dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. That is our man right there. We call him Dr. Chin. In the box tonight doing the dealing.
He might dog cuss you and I if that extra heart come out there. He'd let us have it too.
Absolutely.
I don't blame him. Never easy, but Arnie's safe. He will pick up a little bit there. He picks up about a blind and a half. I guess it'd be a blind and a quarter.
Oh, show. Ronnie B, welcome back. And our boy Steven Ruiz. What's going on, Steven?
I agree, Steve. We can't go hard, Ronnie or Arnie. Watching from Sydney, Australia.
Yep.
Very nice.
80,000.
Shout out to our friends down under.
Mitchell, hey, what's going on, brother? I came in, I went basically straight back here to the booth. I didn't see if you were out there playing, but if you are, good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, good luck to you wherever you are. I was out there piddling around a little bit, but
Here we go. Scoop gonna 3-bet the 2 red jiggities, and now Brad has 2 red 6s. Out of position, small pair, let her go.
so blinds are up this hand as well. 20,000, 40,000 now. So that puts John S in 10x range.
Scoop gonna get a little respect.
Davide Vaitai is out of there.
Go to hell, man.
Respect for Scoop. Takes it down.
What a bad player. Put the children in the middle and let them got ran over by a truck.
Yeah, so both entries today in this event, right? 206 entries.
That's right. And we've got the afternoon tourney going on as well, the 15K. Garrett, how are we looking at that one?
159 entries there, down to 24 remaining. They've got 6,145 at the top of that bad boy.
Nice.
Want to play some tournaments? Texas Card House Dallas, the place to be every Saturday. Tournaments galore with some massive payouts.
We've got the even bigger one coming up this week.
Even bigger. This is just the big one. The greatest weekly tournament in all the land. The even bigger one coming up next weekend will be the greatest monthly tournament in all the land.
Yeah, these are 30-minute blinds in this one. It's a one-day tournament. Like we said, 15K up top. Pretty nice for a $360 buy-in.
Heads up.
Handsome Andy in the chat. What's up, buddy? Ace Jack top 2 here
Check.
for Arnie Killer.
Arnie Killer loving this.
Bet 55.
Got to raise it up from the cutoff. Lands top 2.
Couple of big stacks getting after it here. Haley lets it go. Yeah, Handsome Andy heard there was a pretty girl on the stream tonight, so he's like, oh, yep,
look who's checking in.
I'm going to be in the chat all
There
night
we go,
long.
Handsome Andy.
That's Andy's MO.
Don't encourage him on anything, okay?
We're on to you, Andy.
You want that aspirin back now?
Good to see you in the chat, though,
Yes.
brother.
Good luck.
Yeah, Haley and I have been social media pals for quite a while. Of course, her fiance, a fellow Oklahomie.
Nobody wanted that.
Always rooting for those guys. A couple of Oklahomies at the table tonight. Actually, I don't know if she is or officially or not, but I know Gray is.
Living on Tulsa time. Even bigger one's going to start on the 25th. So week of the 25th is when those 2 flights a day are going to start for the even bigger one. We'll put that banner up here shortly.
All right, John's with a bunch of chips over there in the 3 seat. He gets to bump this one up with his King Jack of Diamonds. There's a quick look at the even bigger one. $250,000 guarantee coming up next week.
26th, week after next.
Oh, we're not there yet.
No. Jumping the gun.
You think I know the date?
No.
No chance.
963.
Check.
The reverse Little John, 369.
80,000 is the bet. Call.
That's right. Smash that button.
So heads up. Check, check.
All right, 4-liner to a straight out there.
Check.
Gray has the
Showdown.
pair of 3s. Going to take that showdown value and drag a 380,000 chip pot here. Nice hand there for Mr. Gray. Yes, sir. Get a little tune-up before the even bigger one, absolutely. This is the tourney we're talking about that's coming up starting on February 26th, going through March 3rd. 8 starting flights, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. every day, $300 buy-in. It's a $1,000 double bag bonus this time, and $2,500 triple bag bonus, or you get all of your buy-ins back. So
all of them?
If you bag twice, you can sit there and fire bullets until you run out, and you're going to get all those buy-ins back.
That's the title of my poker book right there. Firing bullets till I ran out.
Till you can't fire no mo. But that's going to be obviously a big one. Typically 55 to 65K up top. I think it's been bigger once, so The more folks come out, the more bullets that get fired, the more shots at a bigger reward up top. Scoop's going to take this one down, though. 100,000 chips going his way.
Yeah, Scoop approaching the 1 million mark in chips. Gets that raise through from early position and prepares him for those blinds to come through. Look at those payouts.
Yeah, this is today's tournament. This is not the even bigger one, but it sure is a big one. Guarantee 30K in this sucker, and we smashed that. $61,800 prize pool, 206 entries. Ninth place gets a cool $1,540, but we're all playing for 10x that, $15,380 up top for first place.
Yeah, normally we like to say we're able to give the winner $10,000 today. Second place, good for $10,000. We are crushing that guarantee. The big one on Saturdays is absolutely cranking. All right, John S., he has Big Sleek now, and he is sub 10 blinds here, so he will get it in.
Oh, my
All in
goodness.
for $390,000, and Gray is going to look down at the aces on the button. Woo.
John S., I got to root for you here, brother, because this is what happens when I get ace-king in a tournament. I run right into the kings or the aces.
Don't we love that when that happens? All right, it looks like Gray will just make a call, trying to bring those blinds in. Nobody obliges. So, John S. is going to be at risk.
Needing some help here, facing elimination. John S., one of our tournament regulars, running into the aces here. He's going to need some diamonds, some kings, or some sort of Broadway combo to get through this one.
To the flop, Queen Jack 8. He's got
live.
a chance. Saying there's a chance, Coach.
Needs a 10. Still needs a 10 and a 10 only.
No help on the river. That's a 4.
No help whatsoever. And that is going to do it for our man, John S., as Gray is going to eliminate him. GG's, Mr. John. Going to take home $1,540. Ninth place out of 206 entries. Pretty darn good, if you say
Pretty
so.
good run.
Yeah, pretty good run for John S. Great job. Love having him in the room playing cash or pretty much every tournament, like I mentioned. So we will see him again. We know that for sure.
Yeah, it's fun to play with John, and he's around a lot, so good to see him. Nice strong run today. Ninth place finish. Good GG's for him. And just like that, we are down to 8 players.
Very nice run.
It was.
So it took us 9 hands tonight to get our first elimination here at this final table. And now Brad looking down at pocket queens, wasting no time here.
Gotta feel good. You come down to Texas for the first time and you wake up with a couple of ladies.
Our first elimination in hand number 9, and here we are with action in hand number 10. Brad raises it up to 110,000 with his queens.
Nice discipline lay down there in position for Gray.
Yeah, Gray just picked up that nice pot. Doesn't feel like mixing it up right now.
Give me no brainer. I like it. Holy kings, that's ace queen suited, no brainer.
Scoop got the old teasers over there, the 7-5 of diamonds in the big blind.
2 times in a row.
You want your one time? I'll show one time.
No, I'll save it. I'll save it.
No, yeah.
I'll show one time. He's
I
gonna
got to
show
show
the
it anyway.
queens. That's his one time, he says.
Said I came down here to take your money and your ladies. Well done, Brad.
Sassy in the chat. Hi, friends.
210.
Sassy, Rebel Poker, Dahoud Nusa from Lake Highlands.
I had 6 on the river to stay alive against this man.
JD.
You already used up your 60.
Assassinator.
Assassinator.
Get to see her in the room soon. She's back from Idaho, either already or soon.
All right, more big hands for Brad. Now he has pocket 10s.
Call, 40,000. Raise, make it 100,000.
Gray's
Wow,
getting
Gray.
out of line here with the King 5 after letting go the other one. And here comes Vidi. 10 big blinds and ace queen suited.
Here we go. Good time for Gray to get splashy here. Ay, ay, ay.
What do they call this hand,
Can't
RJ?
let me know.
The old parking lot hand.
The old parking lot
Ace
hand.
Queen.
Oh my goodness. Look at these hands being
Any
dealt.
hands out there?
Gray going, what did I step into here in the hijack with my king 5? Johns wants a count.
Now, to be interesting here.
420.
Oh, is it 420?
Okay, so Gray raised to 100,000. I'm trying to figure out.
Is that 3 stacks of blue?
Good foot of snow in Idaho. Goodness, yep, keep that mess up there.
So Brad opened with his original raise here in early position. Gray re-raised. So Gray may end up isolating this ace queen in a weird sort of way.
This is the worst day ever.
Depending on what Brad wants to do.
Brad's going to make a very disciplined fold here with the 2
He
tens.
does throw the 10s in, and that does leave Gray by himself with Vinny. And Gray has to muck it.
Is what's got me scared.
Ace Queen is not going to send Vinny to the parking lot.
That's a free double up for Vinny.
Almost a full double up there.
Once he shoves, I'm like,
The chaos.
Just in time, our boy, the Kansas Cooler,
What up, Kansas Cooler?
joining us, and he says Christian for the win, baby.
Yeah, Christian's got a few folks in the chat tonight.
Say what? For what? I said, oh, yeah, my bad.
nice hand.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say that played out pretty well for Vinny.
Family friendly station. Yeah.
TCH #1.
Family friendly at Texas Guard House.
Gray's making 80,000.
Haley sees an ace, likes it, it's going to raise it up to 80,000.
That's an even better poker.
Let us know in the chat, what do you think about that fold by the 10s there? Is that good discipline, or is that a little nitty? Brad, there?
I'm okay. I lost 40K.
3-bet and 3.5 bet behind him.
Three-way all in, and
Put him in a peculiar spot. Of course, we get to see the holdings.
That always happens.
I don't know how it played out that way.
Yeah, with Arnie being so short, a lot of players are going to want Arnie to maybe get knocked out
I mean, I'm not saying
before they get involved.
What, the 100?
No, I would have called this 400K if he didn't.
Clubs here on the turn. Haley
Everyone else would have called.
with the best of it with her ace high and picking up equity with that gut shot.
You did perfectly.
And it takes away Arnie's gut shot. 7 would be no good for him. Arnie Killer, pardon me. That is not Arnie.
We'll find out here.
That's the crusher of Arnie.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Trey Dolphin in the chat saying, RJ, the man.
45, 50,
Let's
50
go,
now.
Christian. I got shout outs tonight.
Damn.
Here.
Have 3.
What are they smoking?
I'm
RJ?
telling you.
What are they smoking?
It's a good day in the chat. Thank you, guys. Y'all the real MVPs.
No?
Let's stick with 20 for this hand.
He said 30 to me.
Did hear David tell Brad that he did play those 10s perfectly. Told him what a great laydown it was. So David was glad to
Yeah.
take that down.
Yeah, especially if David would have known there was another, an ace jack behind him that folded.
And a queen that was
Yeah.
folded, yeah. Kelly Hawk joining, saying, watching my girl play. Good luck to Haley.
I guess you would take that talk seriously.
What up, Kelly?
She was a live stream down in the Austin area
Yeah,
yesterday,
surprised to see her.
and Lord have mercy, did not start out hot for her, but she held her own in that sucker.
I asked her how the stream went, and she's like, "Woo!"
Yeah, she
She said it was
ran
a
into,
wild.
she ran into some nastiness,
She
but
said it was a wild, swingy run, but she had a good time and was happy to make it back here. Time to jump in this tournament today, and here she is running up a stack.
Free stacking, free chips.
What about matter if you sent over Brad?
Don't be greedy. It's not that free.
all right, hand number 14. Still got 8 players.
Give you his red chips.
Everybody eyeing that top prize of over $15,000. I agree, Trey. This is a great lineup.
Come, John. Thank you.
Scan till it's green.
This card flipped. I got a new one.
Did you do
Don't know much about Brad, as this is his first time in the great state of Texas, but he's already having some fun and chatting it up.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Did Brad say where he's from? Did he give any hints?
Up north, a couldn't hear if it was Canada or New York, but
both are north of here.
yeah, just a little north.
Yeah, a little north.
How long have you made life this long?
North of I-20.
My man Justin, thank you, brother. Can't wait to see you back in town and crushing another tourney.
I told Jeff to watch it. I told him to
Do what?
3-6-6. Pretty good flop here for the sevens.
Oh, yeah.
Still heads up.
Johns decides to float with that ace-4. He makes the call. 10 of spades here on the turn.
Check. Check.
Definitely better voices than faces, Justin, so thank you.
Indeed. Appreciate the love. Thank you, Kansas Cooler.
Yes, sir, Trey, what it do?
160 is the bet.
All right, Haley's going to check this river and get an interesting bet here out of Johns.
Look at that. She's like, I know I'm good here. I'm just going to call and take your chippies. Nice hand there for Haley.
Yeah, nice hand. Little check call button clicked, and it works out perfectly. That pot balloons up to 595,000.
Shout out to the ladies. Lady is a chip leader.
There we go. With that pot, she profits 335,000 and finds herself in the chip lead, 1.74 million.
Yeah. I have always thought it's kind of funny that we consider ourselves North Texas when the Panhandle is obviously the furthest north.
Man, it's
up there,
way
like
up there.
Canadian Texas, Pampa, all those towns, but we're North Texas up here. DF Dubs where it's at.
We're going to move the capital to Pampa.
The beautiful Dallas skyline on our table here. But reminder, Texas Card House, TCH Live, we do stream from all of our locations around the state.
The only place that'll leave a house like that alone.
Austin, Houston,
Pampa, Texas.
River.
What?
Rio Grande Valley, I should say.
There you go, Rio Grande Valley, yes. Our friends at RGV, what's up to you guys?
There's one of the people that got some of Haley's chips on that stream last night. It's Poker Face Ash.
Poker Face Ash did it. Okay, now it's all starting to make sense.
She's here cheering her girl on, but man, she was taking her money last night at the start of that stream, boy. Howdy, howdy.
I did not watch that one.
It was a great one.
Yeah, I need to go check it. I need to go check in on it just for our girls.
It was a lot of fun. All right, Jared W. in the chat. C Money. Went to Dallas from Boston last week, played TCH Dallas and LC. Great rooms, great action.
There you go. What up, C Money?
And Daniel Donk Hughes. Let's go, Haley. All right, so 327 folks tuning in across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook. What's the other one? X. Yep, that one.
X it is.
Poker Face says,
who, me?
It wasn't me.
Wouldn't do it.
Wasn't me that woke up with the goods. And
wouldn't be picking on Haley's money.
now she said she got a lot of it back, so good for her. Glad to see it. It was a gross run of a few hands there at the start. All right, Scoop going to take it down with the fours. That Houston Trailblazers still coming up as well, February 26th to March 10th. Their main event in Houston over there off Westheimer is $500,000 guarantee. They also have a multi-day $100,000 guarantee. 10 action-packed events starting on February 26th. So if you're going to be in and around Houston or want to make a trip down there to play in that beautiful newest TCH room aside from the Austin room, go down there and check it out. Trailblazer stop.
That's right.
Texas.
TCH growing everywhere. Houston, the next stop for the Trailblazer. It's going to be popping down there.
Ray, make it 100,000.
And Sassy, yes ma'am. 3-coin tournament is tomorrow, and we'll talk about that a little bit in a moment. Nice hand developing here. Arnie gonna get in there, see a flop.
Great, putting a little pressure on those stacks behind him with that 7-9. We get a flop of ace, deuce, 10, 2 diamonds.
Check.
Arnie's going to land the best of it here with middle pair.
Ray going to use his stack and his position.
I'm going to go with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured Arnie might go with it.
All in.
Arnie says, I got to go with it.
Pretty good shape.
He's in really good shape here.
Ray's like, yay.
5-5.
Almost there.
Arnie does have to
Yay,
go with it. He
because
just
I have 9 high.
all in for his last 55,000. Just needs to dodge some real nastiness.
I think we're safe.
We are safe. All right.
And now it goes deuce 4-9 high, and Arnie.
A little more than a double for Arnie.
Yeah, collecting those chips over there. He's up to 460,000 now.
He was on fumes.
So he'll still be running pretty low, but he's got more than 9 blinds now.
Well, I have a feeling if RJ and I, Trey, pick anybody winning other than Haley, we're going to hear from it in the chat. So we're just going to say it's ladies' night. We're going to have a lady win this sucker.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Man, I got 2 pretty good buddies in there as well, though, in Christian and Gray. So they will pick on me. So I'm not going to count those guys out just yet. But, yeah, we're going to go with the pretty lady for now.
All right, the dark horse for me is going to be Viddy in the 9 seed.
Always a good selection.
I got Haley taking this sucker down.
We got the first time luck running in the 5 seat. And Johns, he's no stranger to these final tables.
Well, here's my dark horse.
Viddy's going to rip it. He's on the button with King, Queen, and he will rip it. He's all in.
No, all in. Looks like it's just a 250,000
Oh, pardon
raise.
me.
Yeah, he just picked up a chunk of chips and just
one
went
of
and
those.
dropped them in there.
The goofy pile of chips raise. Got it.
Only lied about the first one.
All right, that dark horse is going to take one down. Give him some Mo chippies. Yeah, even bigger one. Guys asking about that. That's coming up here.
Even bigger one.
If you're not making it down to Houston for their huge 500K event and all the other events they've got going on, the 26th through the 10th of March for the Trailblazer Series, you can hang around here in Dallas and play in this one, the even bigger one, starting on Wednesday, the 26th.
You and Haley are safe.
That is our even bigger one. Their chance to win 60K plus for only a $300 buy-in.
I like 60K.
Absolutely. Wonderful. I like 1K, but 60K? Hello.
It's a lot better.
100,000.
All right, Haley's going to raise it up with this ace-9. 100,000 to go. Arnie makes the call on the button with King, Queen.
All right, there's another
If you bust Arnie,
pretty face that was on that aforementioned stream I was talking about.
Another lady crusher in the chat.
Caitlin, Texas Poker. Man, they were having a lot of fun. I know I'm not supposed to talk about other streams, but I don't care. It was a blast. You guys were great last night.
Check.
Or yesterday afternoon, whenever
Yeah.
it was.
Where's it coming?
Check.
Guys and gals, of course.
We can recruit him here. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Check.
Mike S., Longhorn, Paul, Aditya, Henry,
Skinny Cole, there's
Check.
Wilson.
Check.
and Osmond M. Again, that is a brand new 1-2 no limit on table 16.
10 ball, corner pocket. Nobody landing a pair here. Haley's still best with the ace high.
Bet 150.
Keone, 1-2 no limit.
Wow.
Good fold on it.
Okay.
So there we go. That bet coming from the big blind spot where John's got to lead out.
Yeah, that was a little miss. It said scoop was in the hand. That was John's. Okay.
Yeah, and it looked like he did have a Jack-10 there, so he landed a pair on the end, able to take it down.
Probably gonna start playing worse then.
Skinny Cole's out there playing in the afternoon tourney.
What up, Skinny Cole?
Without a second thought.
They were down to what, 20-something players in that one? 6K
Yes.
up top?
Saw a few folks out there. They said hello and gave me some fist bumps. Fireman Mike out there.
Burning on.
They're down to 22 now.
Raise 100,000.
Looks like they're paying out 9 places. So, pardon me, 19 places is what I meant to say. So they're getting close. They're 3 away from the money.
All right, Haley's going to open this in the +1. King, queen off. Gray going to wake up in the low jack with ace-10 of spades. And he's going to 3-bet.
260.
260.
Arnie Killer. Ace Jack suited.
Yeah, does have the best hand, but hard to know it. Ace Jack's a little tricky.
Gray putting that heat on Arnie Killer and Haley here.
Couldn't agree more, Dahoud.
We raise, make it 600.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Haley's having none of it. She's going to 4-bet here. And a big one, 600,000 now to go.
And you think this might have a little something to do with the 7-9 that Gray had to turn over a second ago?
Absolutely. And Haley took note when Gray threw that 3-bet in and Vidi went all in. Gray had to fold for just a little bit more. So everybody knew he was light that time.
He's opened up a couple times. Pretty light. 3-bet a couple times.
Yeah.
Nice hand there from Miss Haley.
Yeah, profiting 385,000 there. So she picks up another big one. Her chip stack climbing up to 1.98 million, nearly 2 million now. That chip lead's getting strong. Haley is gangster now.
Yeah, everybody's got almost a million except for Vidi in our 9 seat. Got just under 600K. Arnie with 335K. Blinds are at 25, 50, and 50,000.
Raise 100,000.
Yeah, Gray coming in spicy tonight, mixing it up.
All right.
What's wrong with y'all?
Those kids are gone. Those kids are gone.
Gray's name is Corey.
Great cat Corey.
He kind of messed with RJ and I the last final table he was on. We had to call him Big Daddy the whole time because that's what he wanted to be called. And about halfway through, we were done with it.
We gave him a few laps of the button.
We were done with the Big Daddy.
And then we rolled on from Daddy.
Hold your way to the first place?
Was it just Daddy?
I think
it
so.
It was. That made it even worse.
Yeah, it made it worse.
Yeah, it wasn't Big Daddy.
Just Daddy.
I try to make it better than
Start playing them chips. Okay?
All right, Trey saying he feels like it's going to be Vidi, Haley, and Christian at the final table. Let's go.
He doesn't look very easy to push around.
Oh, he's easy.
Christian lets go that queen high on the button. Go to the small blind where Brad will complete. And Haley checks her option with that ace-4. We'll see a flop. King 10 deuce, all spades.
Shovel heads.
Bunch of red cards in our holdings here. Brad able to continue.
Knows that a monotone flop is not always what everybody wants to see, so he's going to take a stab at it.
The old stop and pop from the small blind. That's what they used to call that back in the day. It's another way of kind of jacking that big blind.
It was my daddy, okay. I don't know. Either way, we didn't like it.
Definitely Daddy. I heard about it on Facebook for 2 weeks. But it was a good time. Glad it came and went. On to the next one.
Arnie Killer waking up with the AK. 1.1 million in his stack.
He's fought off some ugly holdings thus far. So finds a pretty one here in Big Slick.
A little more than a min click here. Goes 125. Haley lets go the little suited neuter.
Jack 6, no fun for Gray. He'll throw that in the muck. Arnie Killer takes down blinds and antes.
Absolutely. Corey doesn't live here, but he's made about 4 times the final tables that the 2 in the booth have. He comes down here and plays in these tournaments every so often, and when he does, somehow finds his way,
and he's
if not to the final table, always in the money.
Got quite the resume at other places as well. He'll make some noise at the big events in Choctaw and has appeared in Vegas and some other places as well. So, yeah, Corey knows his way around some tournament poker.
Big parasite in here. Scoop this time has the kings. And Fiddy
I wish I could bend my legs like that.
has the sevens. He's going to call.
Heads up.
All right, kings versus sevens.
Oh.
Ace, king, 10. That's a pretty good flop for kings.
Are you telling me it's not a good flop for the sevens, RJ?
No, not very good for sevens. And in fact, it's bad enough that he'll probably just save the rest of his chip stack.
Bet 80,000.
There you go.
There for Mr. Fiddy.
If you're going to have a bad flop, make sure it's real bad and just go on to the next one.
3 out of 3 now. But when you, or 4 out of 4, I think. Oh, 3 out of 3.
Those kind of bad flops are a little rough.
I'll look.
3, 4, 5.
I trust you.
9, 10. And it'll be all right.
Yeah, big field today, 206 entries. Takes some impressive work sometimes to get through 206 entries, and here we have this star-studded final table.
Brad looks down at an ace, but 7 kicking lets that one go. Ray on the button, the old Dolly Parton.
Put it in and fan out. Okay.
Wow, Biddy's going to put Arnie all in.
100,000.
10 high good.
10 high, indeed good, when 6 deuce is what Arnie wakes up with. How did David know that the 10 high was not only going to be good, but dominating there? That's why he's my dark horse.
That's right.
He just knows things. Eric Anderson in the chat saying good luck to Haley.
All right, we're still 8-handed here, hand 26 of the final table. Up the big one coming at you from Texas Card House Dallas. If you're joining us tonight on any of our streams, make sure you're liking. Liking. Click like. We need those.
Scoop's going to take that one down. And speaking of crushers, of course, Kansas Cooler is our New Year's bang.
Crushers everywhere in the chat tonight. Crushers and sickos and the lovely Miss Mallory. We still get to call her Crusher.
Yep.
Coming off that Gigando win.
Shorty, are you sitting there? Shorty.
Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to ask Jared and Haley which one's the better final table player just yet, but Jared is a bit of a sicko himself. He can spin those cards up.
What was that?
Maybe that's where I lost my sicko-ness, is that I haven't been playing in Tulsa lately. It's been a long time since I've got to stack any chips in Tulsa, so maybe I need to make a visit up there.
Heads up.
Get my sicko back.
Good check.
My man, Stealing in the chat. What's up, buddy?
50,000.
He calls you daddy. I've seen it. He ain't lying.
John's going to take that one down. Yeah, Biddy's got him some TCH hardware. He won one of our big events a year or so ago. Got one of those big old TCH trophies. That was a 60K plus tournament score, I know,
indeed.
for Biddy.
I was on that one.
Randy, how many seats do you have? Thank you.
Rachel K. Winter says, let's freaking go, Haley. That's my friend, and I believe her because she's the only one who spelled her name correct so far. It's Haley with 2 Y's.
Got that extra Y in there.
My niece is Haley, like Haley's Comet, with just the 1 Y, but this Haley, she's got 2 Y's.
There you go. You study the Haleys.
Study the Haleys.
All right. John's trying to sneak that limp in there. Arnie Killer here with the king and the queen will bump it up. Battle of the blinds here. John's feeling the itch to gamble, he says, but not with a jack and a 7.
King, queen. King, queen.
Christian being polite. Showing his hand though. Where's our boy Lego at?
Christian rocking that sweet Mavs jacket tonight. Black with the silver letters. That is fancy.
Well, I want to be Haley's friend too. Everybody's her friend, you know. Look at all these friends. Right? I need some new friends.
I had a friend once. Now I have Eric.
I made you go back, Eric. You are forgiven. Trust me. I would not have spelled it correctly the first time myself.
Great, make it 110.
All right, folds around to John's on the button. He's got ace deuce. So he's blinds up 25, 50,000. Players really kind of leveled out here just a bit. Even Arnie gained some chips over there. He was our shorty in the 1 seat, and I think he's probably still our shorty. The shorties are right in a row. 8, 9, and 1 are now getting a little low, but
works for me. It helps me out.
They still have plenty, and Brad's getting pretty low over there in the 5 seat. He's got 800K.
Another final table crusher. Mr. Scott joining us in the chat.
The only one.
Kevin Hall, the buy-in was $360 for this sucker.
So the only stack sub 10 right now is Arnie in the 1 seat. Gray's under the gun with ace 10 of diamonds. He'll raise it up. A little min click here. Viddy right behind him. Pocket 9's also early position.
Got the Neeners.
Call. Heads up.
Ace, king, deuce. Gray gonna smash that, and Biddy once again having to let go of these kind of middling pairs.
Yep.
He's had 7s and 9s.
One of the most excruciating runs you could ask for at the final table, those middling pairs that see Broadway flops.
All right, Daniel Donk Hughes says we got some tournaments coming up in Tulsa soon.
What's up, Donk?
So y'all look out for that if you're wanting to
That's right.
get your gamble on and get
it
into
is about
tournaments.
that time of year.
We got a bunch of tournaments here in Texas, but
man, we're loaded.
Tulsa ain't too far away.
We are loaded. We can keep your tournament loaded for the next 2 months, I think. All right, it folds around to the button where Brad looks down at a pair of 9s. He has 775,000 in his stack.
Raise 140.
He'll put some of that stack out there. Makes it 140,000 to go.
Ace 8 suited for Haley, quickly into the muck. And Greg gonna let go. Another fun cash game hand, the old 7-5 of clubs. There's Felipe just off stage there. That is our tournament director. Now he's back on stage.
Felipe running the show tonight.
Felipe is awesome, as are all our tournament directors. Donovan and John. Who else is running them these days? Scott. Our boy Scott's doing some tournaments now. He was running the tournament last night. I tried to channel my inner Mallory last night.
I saw that.
I made the final table, and I just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
All of it?
I needed a rail. That's what I needed. I needed Mallory's big rail of people, even though it was for about $200,000 less.
Speaking of 200,000, Arnie's ripped it for about 210,000 here. He's got pocket 7s. Thank you.
Arnie is all in and at risk with the 7s.
I hope I have aces.
Come on, buddy.
Biddy says, I hope I have aces. He says he's going to slow roll him.
Come on, give me aces.
How much is it? I'm tired of doubling.
210.
210?
210, a little over 4 blinds here. Biddy looked at 4 blinds. I don't know if I looked.
160 of his 450 remaining to make this call.
Well, that's the hard part. He definitely.
These guys play a lot together. He wants to knock him out. He wants to knock him out.
All right, he's got one over. It is a king. So Arnie's going to be at risk here. His 7s versus Viddy and the king 6 offsuit. Let's do it.
No more of Arnie, please.
Give me 7.
You heard Viddy say it. No more Arnie.
Let me beat him. Oh, yeah.
Queen, Jack 4. Couple of letters, but not the king.
7.
Arnie at risk here. Oh, doesn't want to see a
get a
queen.
counterfeit here.
Doesn't want to see a queen or a king.
Ace. All the Broadway cards except the king. 7s are going to hold.
And the desire to knock out an opponent is going to cost Viddy quite a bit. Arnie gets the last laugh, or at least for the time being. He says, "Thank you, David."
It's like 4-3.
I didn't tell you to call.
Any day, a good day for Arnie to get him some Viddy chips.
Second time he survived and all in there.
Yep, right on time for that big blind for Arnie. So now they swap spots basically. Viddy the short stack at 290,000. Arnie still not out of the woods yet either. He's at 495,000.
Scoop under the gun with the ace jack.
110.
So happy
Min click and a tickle. 110.
It's only because of him. Anybody else?
And a tickle.
I did not want him knocking me. Anybody else? Okay.
I was rooting for you the whole way.
I know you were.
Queen 10 and the muck, and Scoop's going to take another one down.
Can you tell Arnie likes to have any fun with some of these guys?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Arnie's always fun, laughing. He'll talk his trash, but he's always having a good time.
Of course, he's having a good time with Viddy there. And another player that we haven't even heard a word from today, his screen name's Arnie Killer. So you know those two have a good time with each other.
Absolutely. Arnie Killer is kind of hanging in there right now in our 4-seat. Mr. Christian, one of our great dealers.
I bet Scoop and Arnie know each other pretty well. I bet they've given each other a hard time before.
John's probably going to play this hand. Yep. Waking up with the aces here. Raises it to
Under
150.
the gun with the aces.
He does go a full 3x.
150 under the gun.
You're glad he plays poker and not
150.
I try to take a shot at that shorty in the small blind, but Arnie's got a 9 and a 5, so that's in the muck. Just rags all the way around.
Lets it go. Doesn't need to show everybody that he has aces. Act like he's been there before. All right, chip counts are at the bottom right now. Haley is up top at 1.73 milli, and Viddy now our shorty with 265,000. Another reminder, tomorrow we have a great charity fundraiser tournament here at TCH Dallas. The 3-coin and Texas Card House Dallas collaboration. The collab, as the kids call it.
A little bit of both.
10K guarantee and $150 buy-in. Starts at 3 p.m. tomorrow on Sunday. And all the admin stuff actually goes to charity. So the fees normally associated with tournaments, that's all going to go to charity. 3-coin is matching a big amount, and TCH is as well. So it's going to be a great event tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. 3-coin will be here. I think he's going to have a little setup with some merch. So
there you go.
Come meet Mr. Randy 3-coin if you haven't met him already. Seen him acting a fool and dancing and having a good time on some streams, including ours. We love him. Great ambassador for Texas poker. Come check him out tomorrow, 3 p.m.
And Haley gets to raise this one up a little min click with the ace jack off. Johns will defend from the big blind with ace 10.
Bet 60,000. Call.
Haley lands the best of a middle pair. Queen jack deuce on the flop.
Heads up.
Johns will call with that gut shot.
Check.
Does not want an ace.
Check.
Turn goes check, check. River's
check.
another brick here, so Haley in good shape. If we go to showdown, they go check, check. Off to showdown we go. Haley takes it down.
Nice hand there, and now she's hit that 2 million mark. So first player,
2 million.
First player at our final table to get up to 2 million. There's Haley over there, showing these boys how it is done. Yeah, a lot of other folks will be here tomorrow. You never know who's going to show up with 3 coin, but we do know the On Tilt boys will be here tomorrow. Eric, Nick.
Myself, I'll swing by here for a little
I'm
bit.
going to be here tomorrow.
There you go.
I'm going to fire a bullet at that sucker. I'm going to have a little fun.
I may still be stuck working, so I may not get to officially fire a bullet, but I am going to swing by, make an appearance, check in on some of the fun.
Come say howdy. Going to be a good time tomorrow. And the charity is Love for Kids, Inc. So if you can't make it, you can always donate to the charity that they chose, Love for Kids, Inc.
Love for Kids, Inc.
I'm going to have to look
Getting
that
a little
up.
shout out, and hopefully a little dose of donation will help their day.
Heads up.
Big battle here, 7-5, 8 deuce.
Let's do it.
Battle of the trash. Who wants it?
No pairs here.
Hello, just on time, right on time. What's up, Nicky baby?
60.
That's 60.
On Tilt Nick in the chat. What up? I got to play with Nick a few hands the other night in our Thursday night tournament.
We love them kids.
Absolutely. We love philanthropy in
Why
general.
you get out last one?
Nick Daddy and Trick Daddy, they love the kids. Doug R says, damn, I'm in Baton Rouge. Well, bring us back some crawfish. It's about that time.
Won't you put me on through?
Crawfish are starting to get a little bigger. And number 37 here. Biddy get pretty short over here. And there you go. He's got the 7s again. Here's my dark horse.
Pocket 7s for Vinny. He's in there.
265.
265,000.
Arnie's out. Imagine that. Arnie folded.
That's going to be about 4.5 blinds.
Yeah, right.
One. Yeah.
Good one.
Oh, somebody.
Scoop in the cutoff here with that ace.
Nobody yet can help.
Not a chance.
And we haven't seen Brad's cards. There we go. He's like, dang it.
Now it's up to Brad here. He's in the big blind. Wants to make the call, but it isn't for a significant portion of his own stack. Very similar to what Vinny was in earlier.
Yeah, I love it. David's not showing any of his hands. Doesn't need to let these guys and gal know what he's jamming with. Gets that one through, and now he's leapfrogged Arnie, who's back to the shorty at 370. Both players, though, really needing to find a double up pretty quick.
Only against you.
I got to swing by and jump in the Thursday night tournament here at Texas Card House Dallas. I got aces 3 times in that tournament to make a little run. You know how many times I turned them over?
None.
0.
You know who won that tournament?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
Young man named Nick.
I was wondering how Nick did. I know
He got the coin.
he was starting to get it going there as I got sent to the house. So I was wondering how he did.
They tried to work him over a little bit, but he got the coin in the big purse.
Yeah, I was at the table where he was starting to heat up a little bit. So
Ray, 135.
All right, 7s and 8s here. John's an Arnie killer.
Sir, you're going to blind out.
Why?
He's your only friend here. Why you need to
all right, John's raised it up. Arnie killer.
We bonded on our 30-minute break, all right?
Pardon me, John snuck in a limp there with those 7s. Arnie killer going to raise it up with the 8s. 8-4 deuce. Pretty good flop here for the button.
Pretty good flop for the 7s too. Unfortunately, the 8s have landed.
Yeah, John's going to like this with only one little tiny over on this flop, but Arnie's going to take a peek, make it look good here.
Little peek back from the AK, the Arnie killer.
Call. Heads up.
This world finds a nut, indeed, Mr. Nick.
7 on the turn. Holy smokes, we have
This
chaos.
is nasty. 1.3 and 875 are the 2 stacks here.
Check.
Turn goes
Oh,
check.
wow, what
check.
a dirty check. What a dirty check back. All in and a
Oh,
snap.
there it is.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
What a dirty check back.
So that
from
river
Christian.
went all in and a call, I believe.
It did, 100%. It was a
just opens the door.
Jam for Johns, and Arnie again on the button with that dirty little check back. What a
nasty pot there, and both these players have a lot of chips, so this pot's going to be worth $2.37 million.
Somebody tell Christian that he is nasty.
Nasty indeed. 7 of spades on the turn, and that is a spicy enchilada.
That was, let's see what hand number that was. We're going to have to save that one. Hand number 39. Wow, what a hand. Jacob Thomas, Alexa says, hey Alexa, but Siri says, hey, who's this Alexa girl? You're in trouble now, buddy. Don't call those girls by the wrong name. Poker Monkey letting everybody know in the chat that he broke even today.
Poker Monkey, congrats, buddy. How to get stuck and get out of it.
I guess that was hand 38. What a hand that was indeed.
Raise 125.
Kirk Brown, what's up, buddy?
All right, Scoop raised it up from the low jack. He's been able to get a couple of raises through. This time Haley's going to stand up to it.
Yeah, she's been folding a little bit.
3-bet for $380,000.
Folded some nice hands, and she's going to come back into this now with a nice 3-bet here, 380.
Yes, sir.
Kids are done. Nice hand, Haley. Back over to Millie.
Yeah, Scoop, let's go. The 5s.
Are you trying to have it?
Taking lessons from Arnie, huh?
She says, I just had it.
Only play aces or something like that. What?
That's it. That's it. You got it down. Something like that. Is this your grandpa?
Kurt's getting excited for that next Trailblazer series. He'll run those events and does that awesome blog on our website. Shout out to the Kirkster. Indeed, a nice play there from Haley.
Arnie Killer asking the table if anyone happens to be the one seat's grandchild at the table. Having a little fun with Arnie. So, see, Arnie Killer, by the way, he's up to $2.4 million after that massive set over set pot.
Yeah, he's joined Haley in the $2 million club.
Shame on you.
So now Arnie Killer and Haley with a bunch of the chips. And Arnie Killer right away picking on Haley's button.
How was Arnie doing pick up aces right here in the big one? No, it's not.
Oh my God. You in that king 6?
Arnie Killer gets that raise through, takes down the blinds and antes.
King 6 to me. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, he did.
That's right. Right on time, Kirk. We'll put that back up here for you. Trailblazer Tour, it's making its next stop February 26th through March 10th in H-Town off Westheimer, highlighted by that $500K main event. 10 action-packed events. They'll go down there and get you a nice bankroll builder. Bink.
Raise 125.
7's been kind of the popular hand.
Yeah, a lot of medium pairs out tonight. Scoop with the 7s this time.
Johns probably doesn't want to see 7s ever again. That has been a common hand so far tonight.
Gray tried to spice this table up the first couple of laps, and now he's been card dead, needing to make a little something, something.
hit.
If it was against
So
me,
he's been
No,
quiet
that's
over
the
there in
really pair. He has to get down to,
8th
like,
seat.
2 big blinds. Then he gets ace, and then all of a sudden,
Stack of Polly with
he never gets
the
above 5 bigs. So
chat
he'll
of the
never
day.
bust.
Haley out there neutering the herd.
I have to be in the hand too to double.
He's just clipping them boys.
Okie doke.
Haley's got to put it into a subtraction.
Christian's holding on to his pair. He's up to 2.5 million. But yeah, Haley's been clipping the rest of them so far.
They just
Your boy Mike, the winner's cut, 15,000 today.
I'm working on it.
Pretty good chunk of change up top. Ariel Hart in the chat as well.
Raise 150.
Ladies' night. Always great when we have a lady at the final table so we can get the ladies chatting it up.
Arnie Killer heating up. Haley says, you know what? I'm not scared of you, Big Stack. I've got position in a pretty good hand.
Yeah.
Big Stack's going to battle here.
And if nothing else, this is just, as you said, a reminder here that, hey, I'm behind you. I'm not going to let you pick on us all day.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be betting this. Flops spade draw. Ace high is good often and gets it done, takes it down.
Yeah, and I like that from Haley, even if she folds on the flop. That is a message to say, be a little careful with me back here.
Taking notes, are you?
Huh?
Taking notes?
I'm trying.
Just tuning in, this is our payout for today's tournament. 30K guarantee, big one tournament. We crushed that 61,800 in this prize pool. It was only a $360 buy-in. We had 206 entries today. 9th place, our first guy out, finished with 1540. That was John S. Everybody else alive and fighting for that $15,380 up top.
$1,815 locked up for these final 8.
Well deserved.
Brad in early position, ace-5 suited. He'll raise it up to $130,000.
What do you reckon Mr. Gray is going to do here with the ace-queen?
Gray has ace-queen suited. So it's $130,000 to go here. Gray's got $750 in his stack.
Call 130.
Just the call.
And Gray just goes with the call here, being a little slick.
All right. You guys are about even in stack.
5 more, please. Yes, sir. You only put 25. Thank you, sir. We're good.
Tell him, Jen. Don't let him cheat you now.
Heads up.
Queen, 3-3. Pretty good flop here for Gray as he's holding ace-queen. 1 heart for Brad.
Bet 175.
Brad gonna need some runners.
Let's see what Gray does here. Really strong hand.
Just a call here. $175,000 from Brad. Gray makes the call. 4 of spades here. Picks up a little bit of equity for Brad as a deuce will now give him a wheel.
Check.
So now Gray, $450,000 behind that pot. Already $760,000 in it.
Yeah, I don't want to let my opponent see a free card. Let's see what he decides to do here, what sizing he goes with.
Bet 250.
250 into 760, so.
He's gonna go with about half all in here. The old half in, trying to get that.
Third pot, half in for him. Now Brad's going, what do I have left here? That's right, Errol, you tell him. Quiet, chat.
There we go. Brad lays it down. Ace-5 doesn't want to mess with it there as his stack dwindling down as well. Chips are going to be important to him as the blinds are looming. Nice pot there for Gray. That'll bump him up a bit.
Arnie and Biddy and John's now all super short here. John's barely 5 big blinds.
So yeah, we got 4 players right now, sub 10 blinds. A couple of them super short.
Sub 4.
So this lap of the button, we should see some action. 60,000. The big blind and the big blind Annie here.
All of it. Need to count. Let me know in turn.
All of it for Brad here.
And Brad has ripped it. He's all in seat 5. Haley has to let go of king queen there.
Curious what Brad has here. See his hand here in just
There
a
it
second.
is.
King 10 of hearts.
King 10 of hearts. So
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Haley and Gray out of there. Vinny's got the ace queen. He'll rip it all in as well, but this stack is actually lower than Brad's.
Arnie knocked over his little small tower there.
Now Arnie's got pocket nines, and he's like, I'm just going to take a seat here and see if I can move up a pay spot.
Yeah, Arnie definitely rooting for Brad here. I'm surprised Brad ripped it with the king 10 with the two super shorties behind him, but he chose to try to get this in and take it down.
All right, so officially, Vinny's at risk here, but he's got the best of it with that ace queen.
All right, first time in Texas, Mr. Brad is all in. Put Vinny all in, actually. Vinny's the one at risk here.
Not in the window. Please don't.
Vinny survive another knockout blow here.
King 10 versus ace queen. Ace on the flop, only one heart. Gonna be running. King gives him a chance. 10 on the river. Oh my goodness, running has landed for Brad. The king 10 takes out ace queen, just like that. Vinny eliminated in 8th place.
Arnie offering hugs. Vinny ain't having none of it. Vinny is eliminated in 8th place. Taking home $1,815, 8th place out of 206 entries. Great job, Mr. David, also known as Vinny.
Great run for Vinny tonight, and he gets to give Arnie the bird just for fun.
Absolutely. Gives Arnie the bird and a pay jump. Arnie's happy with the pay jump. Says, you can give me all the birds you want.
Arnie got the pay jump. Arnie folded pocket nines there, got out of that
He
mess.
did. He got out of it. I wonder if he had a last longer going with Vinny.
I heard him mention those words earlier, so there was something going on. I don't know who all was in it, but
if Arnie could find another ladder up with only 220K in chips, that would be just sick.
Yeah. Hand 45. We finally have 2 eliminations now this final table. We have had some short stacks here for a hot minute. They're hanging in there. So yeah, Arnie, John S. Below 300,000 here. So.
Did you do your duty and smash the like button, RJ?
Well, yeah.
All right, I did too. So thank y'all again tuning in. Almost 500 folks through the first hour of our stream. Final table of the big one here. Almost 62,000 in this prize pool. 15K up top. If you're enjoying it, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Stay up to date with all things going on at Texas Card House across the state of Texas. We do stream pretty much every day of the week.
Yeah, nearly 500 viewers right now. Good time to smash like.
Shout out to all the other folks that do the streaming down in Austin, the Rio Grande Valley, and Houston.
Arnie Killer, he's on the button with pocket 4s. That's good for an open. He'll make it 150,000 to go.
Brad says no to the Octo Crab. And Haley is probably going to say yes to the ace queen.
Picking on Haley's big blind here, and she's got ace queen.
Happened at the table where I was at too.
Why second? Why can't I win?
Yeah, she called his raise earlier in position, letting him know that she's back there. And now she will 3-bet it up. Ace queen from the big blind. 475,000 goes with pretty large sizing here. If the first hand wasn't a message, this one is. It's a bunch. Message received. Arnie Killer puts those 4s in the muck.
Nice hand there for Haley.
We are little schoolgirls. She won't play a hand against me.
All right, Scott, have a good night, man. See you tomorrow at the 3-coin charity event here at Texas Card House Dallas. 3 p.m. tomorrow, 3-coin and Texas Card House collaboration for charity. $150 tournament starting at 3 p.m. Y'all come out and have a good time. Say hello. and help donate to charity and win a tournament while you're at it.
Raise 125.
Scoop has a couple of threes here.
Scoop finding a ton of small to middling pairs over there. This time he's got threes.
Yes, sir. The bet is 125. Heads up.
Gray is going to make the call with the ace-5. Jack deuce 7, rainbow.
Check.
Threes are good. You need to start betting now. And he does.
Bet 150.
All right, takes it down. Nice hand there for Scoop.
Big blind, young man.
Jared W. saying that the people are going to be calling him even lighter than they already do after this, now that they all know that Haley is his coach.
We won't tell, Jared. We won't tell.
It's
kind of like when the table realizes that you're a poker dealer. Boy, they will line up on toll roads to start calling you after that. It is not very fun.
Raise 150.
Speaking of poker dealers.
Arnie Killer waking up with a couple of Ks here.
The Kings.
Oh,
Arnie Killer.
This is perfect.
And Arnie
Killer versus Arnie himself.
Arnie's going to wake up with a suited ace-10 here just to battle Mr. Arnie Killer's Kings.
Talk about irony. Can Arnie survive the pocket kings of his nemesis, the Arnie Killer?
All right, Arnie's going to be at risk here.
The real deal Arnie at risk, ace-10 of hearts.
He's using every out he's got right now. Very good, very good. Yeah.
One heart.
7-8, one heart, one Broadway.
A jack of hearts one time.
Jack of spades.
9 king or ace.
Easy.
9 king or ace for Arnie.
Jack ball on the river and bang. Arnie is dead.
Is decapitated.
Just like that. Arnie Killer
Killing Arnie.
takes care of Arnie. Out of control. Fist bump from Arnie. He's pumped to finish this fantastic tournament. A sweet run for him. He finished in 7th place, prize of $2,100. He was stuck short this whole stinking table. By golly, laddered up 2 spots. Nice little 2K payout for him.
And we're on a delay. We ought to peek out there because that 2,100 might already be on a PLO table. Knowing Arnie, it might be on the PLO table.
You never know with Arnie. Sometimes he's ready for bed. Sometimes he's ready to play some PLO.
All of it. Need to count. Let me know in turn.
John's loving that ladder up that he just got with Arnie going out. So he's just going to rip it with a 10-9 off, knowing that blinds were coming his way soon.
I can't sit like that anymore.
Perfect timing.
I thought it'd be more comfortable, but.
And looks like
No, we're good.
players are going to take a. They're just walking around here.
You may have a last longer winner.
Yeah, last longer.
Yeah, I just heard it. I just heard the word mentioned.
Paying out the last longer penalty. Love it.
So yeah, I think Dave and Arnie may have been in a part of that. Don't know anything about that stuff. But.
There was 18 of us.
Just like the D-gens they are. Got side bets galore.
Raise 150.
Arnie Killer, a little downgrade. He's got the 6s though. Gonna
Got to
open it
run
up.
off the stream to handle the.
Oh man, wow! This is a dynamic that's starting to be a real deal here.
Right.
The Arnie Killer versus Haley. Raise and now 3-bet again from Haley.
This is where it comes into play when you talk about your positioning and the lines that you're in. And definitely see some stuff going on there.
Need to count. Let me know in turn.
All of it.
Gray is going to rip it with his ace-king because Haley 3-bet with her ace-king. And now we're going to have an all-in and a call. Battle of the ace-kings yet again.
Christian didn't realize what a good shot he had at a double knockout. 2 ace-kings.
Yeah.
He goes, no.
Brad says, would you have queens?
Oh, I guarantee you there's a 6 on the turn.
I do.
6 on the turn. Boom.
All right, sixes are in the muck. We got ace king versus ace king.
Still call.
Queen 9-7. It's rainbow. There is one heart.
Hearts are live.
Now it's official. Let's chop it up.
All right, sixes would have landed the double KO there.
Yep, sixes would have held.
Nasty.
Just a straight hold there for Christian.
They're going to chop up Arnie Killer's bet there and the blinds.
Slash Arnie Killer, pardon me.
All right, John's now our super shorty at 275K.
Christian, no discount, sir.
Doesn't even have 5 big blinds left, so he's hoping in his small blind to wake up with something here.
Once again.
Or maybe get another cheap ladder up like he just did with Arnie going out.
She's a better player than me.
Daniel Donk, you. Yeah, did you give him a shout out tonight?
I did.
Okay, me too. He gets another one.
Maybe that's what I need to start doing.
I'm just really cold.
Are you
It's cold up here, yeah. I'm good.
It does get a little
I planned on not
brisk
wearing my jacket.
over there in that corner, especially on
I'm like, all right, I'm wearing it.
that stage where the only vent up there is the camera's stage.
Well, we were sitting in that corner.
So when it's cranking, it can't get a little chilly up there.
All in and a snap. Queen 10 versus the ace 9. John's tournament life at risk here. Arnie with the 1 overcard here. Oh, and there it is.
Ace in the window, right on the flop.
John's
Gonna
needs
need
some serious help.
running diamonds.
There's one of them. Needs a jack.
Or Broadway.
Oh, jack. 2 pair for Christian, a.k.a. Arnie Killer, who's now knocked out another player. Well done, Johns. Another final table for Johns. Really been making a name for himself in the tournament streets in the last probably 18 months.
He has.
Really been playing
indeed.
well. Going to be our 6th place finisher, taking home just shy of $2,500, $2,465. 6th place out of 206 entries. How about you?
There you go. We're down to 5 players now, guaranteed. Locked up. A little over $2,900 for these 5 players.
All right, well, my dark horse is out. Biddy is out. I picked Haley to win this whole thing, and she's raising it up here with the Queen 10 of diamonds. Down to our final 5 players.
Yeah. Scoop, one of my favorite players to deal to and also play. He likes to play in the 125 PLO streets here
Absolutely.
at Texas Card House Dallas.
Haley going to steal those blinds. Continue to chip up. She and Arnie Killer really close here. 2.87 and 2.39.
Yeah, they keep climbing. They're going to be approaching the 3 million mark here very, very soon.
Brad is our shorty. Right around 10 big blinds.
Yeah, Gray's climbed up just enough there here that he might be able to start splashing a bit, trying to make some moves. Here he is with 4-5 suited, raising up 120 to go. So yeah, we're 5-handed now, so now it's going to be a little easier to splash around and try to maneuver some moves, but you hope the small blind does not have ace-jack when you do it.
Wow, Brad just with a call here. All right.
So Haley in a fun spot. She'll get to call from the big blind with her 6-9 suited. Off to the flop we go. 9 in the window. Pretty good card for Haley. Followed by a 10 and a 3. Not much help for Brad or Gray.
Check. Bet. 135.
Gray able to continue here on this flop, but Haley's landed a bit of it, so now we'll figure out what she wants to do.
No limit to kilo remedy. I mean, thumbs up if you're interested.
Call.
down if you're not, no response, and I take you off this list.
Just a call here.
Heads up.
135,000 to bet. The pot now up to 690,000. Gray needed to find some sort of equity, and he does in a gut shot.
It's Haley to hit 2 pair.
Haley does not want 2 pair here.
Bet 350.
Keep it friendly in the chat, folks. We have a D-bag chat of the night award about to be given out to one individual. Keep it friendly or be gone. We'll just say that.
Man, I missed it. Which is fine with me.
It,
Yeah,
it wasn't funny. There's really nothing to see.
yeah, I don't care to see it. Five-handed here, hand 54. The big one coming at you from Texas Card House, Dallas.
Scoop with the K5, suited, variety on the gun.
King and 5.
All of it need to count. Let me know in turn.
Right.
Brad's going to find a spot to rip it here from the button.
Yeah, went Rip City, button, suited Queen 9, takes him down.
Takes down some blinds and antes. He will appreciate that.
Final 5 players out of 206 entries today. A lot of money up top. Some big pay jumps coming.
Raise 150.
Every time Arnie Killer raises, Haley wakes up with it. Let's see what she elects to do here.
Yeah, at this point, Arnie Killer is going to consider it more than a message. Like, every time he gets to open up,
On the
Haley
button,
is in there.
She definitely could have chosen a 3-bet, and that is going to allow Scoop to think that maybe he's got the best hand here, and he's going to rip it all in with ace-8.
And that's quite a bit of chips here. So this will put Haley in a spot.
Definitely puts Haley in a spot. She's just going to let it go.
1.1 million. That's enough to just take it down.
Very strong play from Scoop there.
Small button here, big button here.
Didn't give his opponents credit for super strong holdings. And actually gets the ace-10 spades to let it go. Haley in the cutoff now with Queen 8 diamonds.
Raise, make it 140.
Yeah, and this is the fun part of the tournament where you see who's going to start applying pressure to the other players now that we're short-handed. 4 and 5-handed, you either have to make hands or make profitable moves. That's where a lot of money is made in these tournaments.
Does everybody agree? Everybody agrees? Does everybody agree? Call 140.
We're discussing something, maybe a break coming up. But 2 of the players are in a hand, so they're a little bit more focused on that.
King 7-9, 2 clubs, a flop here. Arnie Killer going to land middle pair.
Check.
Haley going to need some help here if we go to showdown. Check, check the flop. Haley gonna pick up some outs here. She's gonna have a double gutter with her over card, but she doesn't want to hit a queen, as Arnie Killer would then make a straight.
Check.
No player holding a club here. This could be a scary board.
Check.
The pot's not real big, so no reason to get out of line.
Queen of clubs, the river. Kind of a gross card here. 4-liner on the club, 4-liner on the straight. So Arnie Killer with the best of it here. If we go to showdown, he has a jack for a straight.
Showdown.
Check, check. Straight is good for Arnie Killer.
Straight is good. Scary run out there. 2 of the bigger stacks. Don't want to tango too much. And just going to give that one over to Arnie Killer. So Brad and Gray at 645K and 715K respectively. Scoop's got double those guys. And you got Haley at 2.44 and Arnie Killer now at 2.89, just shy of the 3 million mark. Thank you, Needles. This indeed is a really good final table. A lot of great players who make a lot of tournament final tables, not just here at TCH Live in Dallas, but all over the place. Really good tournament players.
160.
All right, Scoops able to raise this one up from his button, king, queen of diamonds. Arnie Killer with a suited queen 7 in the small blind. This is a min raise and a tickle there. Lines are up 35,000, 70,000.
Wow.
So these blinds are getting serious. Brad's going to find a spot to ship it. He's all in. Ace Jack of diamonds. Pardon me, Ace 10 of diamonds.
Four to a royal flush between these two hands.
So our graphics are off just a bit. That's an Ace 10 of diamonds taking on the king, queen of diamonds. Ace 10 at risk, but pretty good flop. Ace 7, 8.
Yeah, there's the graphics.
Ace 7, 8 with a 9 on the turn here. So king, queen.
Yeah, Brad with the full double.
Did Ant. Brad will dole up. Nice hand for him.
And now we have all 5 players pretty close to each other. Gray at 715, 980 for Scoop, 125 Brad. Of course, Haley and Arnie Killer have the big stacks. But those bottom 3 there really close to each other.
Yeah, blinds are 70,000 here this level, so Gray now approaching the 10x mark. Scoop just a little bit over that after taking that hit there to Brad. Brad a little more comfortable now, 1.26 million.
There we go. Yeah, this is a winner-take-all event. Hope you guys are out there having fun and staying warm. Just in time, TCH has released some more hoodies. Of course, they've always got the black, the gray. They've got a white one with kind of a raised logo that's really sharp, but they've got some other cool colors, including the Hijack Poker stuff, named after the Texas Card House app. If you want to play online poker,
hit them up, Hijack.
Check out Hijack Poker on your phone. You can also play on your laptops.
Howdy, partner. How big a stack are you? Scoop, ace, queen, it's diamonds.
That was the worst Roy D. Mercer I've ever heard.
I heard that he passed.
I'm sure he did.
Is that true? I don't know. I hope that was some internet fakery.
Most people in the chat probably don't know much about Roy Damn Mercer. This is a one-day event, 12 notes, so this is a really big field for a one-day event.
206 entries today. Scoop's going to raise it up 160,000 here as we are down to our final 5 players. Another ace and muck.
Yeah, last week I think we had, I don't know, 160, 170 or so in this, and we crushed that today. We guarantee 30K, so that'll tell you what the prize pool is expected to be.
Doubling the prize pool today.
Yeah, so we're...
Which means it's a pretty good field.
Yeah. Crushing those guarantees for one-day tournaments. We do host quite a few bigger events, including the even bigger one that's coming up at the end of this month.
Yeah, that may be the one you're more used to seeing. where that'll have well over 1,000 entries. Sometimes upwards of 1,600, 1,700.
All right, we finally got us a Brad fan. Way to go, Brad. From,
there we go. Brad's in the chat.
From the SpongeBob SquarePants picture there.
Look at that.
I am scared.
Chat kicking in right there in a row. We got a let's go Brad, let's go Christian, let's go Gray. Love to see it. And of course, Haley's had tons of chat, folks, today.
Oh, yeah.
Scoop, let's go Scoop.
I am scared in the chat. Let us know where Brad is from. I didn't hear earlier. I know he's from up north somewhere.
We think it's north of I-20.
That is for sure, because we are currently north of I-20.
Yeah.
This is his first time to the great state of Texas in our 5-seat. He decided to make a stop here at Texas Card House and make a final table.
Small blind, big blind, gentlemen.
Yeah, more than 500 viewers now, so make sure you're smashing like, click subscribe. Don't want to miss out on anything TCH Live is shooting your way on any of these exciting streaming platforms.
Nebraska letting us know it's below 0 with the wind chill and that we're lucky here. Well, I do agree.
When I hear the word Nebraska, I think cold.
We just had 86 degrees, and now we're about to be back down to 20-something next week. So
Haley going to raise it up here with Jack 10 of spades. She's in the cutoff.
Scoop says no thanks.
Easy open here for her. Rags in the small blind. Scoop's in the muck. Arnie Killer takes a look at it, and his 10-5's in the muck.
All right. Another takedown there. Miss Haley. Lionel Venus and 146 Entertainment.
Huh?
Yeah, that's Spanglish.
Yeah.
146 Entertainment joining us in the chat. Clint Heron says, let's go dealer, a.k.a. Dr. Chin. Says, shuffling the hell out of those cards.
Indeed. My man, Chin in the box. Getting it done.
Uh-oh. All in here for Gray.
All in, need to count, let me know.
He is dominated.
Ripped it. He is in there with that 715,000 here. A little over 10 blinds for him. Haley raised it up originally with that ace-10. She's found some spots that she had to let go of that ace-10, but this one may be a little different.
She doesn't love it. She's looking. She's
does
she
lay
folds.
it down. It's gonna be. Knew that one would be close. She took a peek on that one.
I mean, she's shown some good discipline. We get to see the cards.
Yeah.
We know she had the dominating hand, but with an ace-10, you can easily be dominated there. So don't hate the laydown at all. When you see the cards, you obviously hate it.
Yeah, and that's an important spot there for Gray to have that many chips because it's that close. Just you know, if he's missing just 1 or 2 more blinds, we're going to see that flop.
Right on. Well, we didn't even have to ask you guys where you're from because you're already hitting us up in the chat letting us know.
Let's go.
So keep on letting us know where you're watching from tonight. We've got Seattle, Northern California, Mr. Jim Garrett in the house.
Okay, so Roy Mercer was several years ago, according to the chat. I don't remember what I saw this week. You know how
making 165.
Social media stories are. And between social media stories and my hardly working brain, I don't know what I saw.
Gray did raise it up with the ace-4. Now Brad's got the same ace-9 that Gray just ripped it with.
And he doesn't want to mess with his ace-9. Haley this time with a seated king Dewey. Seated and suited.
She is seated. Her hand is suited.
Call 165.
She's going to make the call. We got Atlantic City, Detroit.
Detroit, AC, McKinney. Miss Daphne Turner. Uh-oh, we got
what
a king high flop with 2 diamonds. Big flop here for Haley.
What a flop for Haley.
Seated,
Top pair.
and booted.
Diamonds.
Gray's going to throw this small continuation bet out because he really doesn't love this flop.
Call. So heads up.
Just a call here from Haley.
A little bit of a scare card, even for Haley's hand. Still has just the deuce kicking with her king. And now he is going to rip it.
So Haley checks. Gray's going to rip it with that ace-4. He picks up just enough equity here on the turn to feel like a rip.
And again, we see the cards.
So yeah, and again, it's just enough to be a heavy price here for Haley. He's still got 740,000 over there.
She's going to go through in her head all the hands that she beats. Thinking, does he have any bluffs here? He's just ripping it on me. I would love to be inside that head right now. All the hands she's thinking about, what he has.
Well, yeah, she's a lot smarter at poker than you are. So yeah, we could use some tips.
Yeah, we could always use some tips. She does decide to let it go. There are a lot of hands that beat her there, so she's going to let him take that one. Tango TV, Arnie Killer was kind of a name that he was joking with our seat one, who's no longer at the table, Mr. Arnie, who's a fan favorite and favorite in the room here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, now that Arnie's not here, Arnie Killer's not near as fun of a story. But it was kind of fun when the 4 seat, Arnie Killer, busted the 1 seat, Mr. Arnie himself.
That's right.
So it did come to fruition. And they had a good time. We love Arnie. He's the best. All right, folds around to the button here for Brad. He's up to about $1 million in chips now, so he's got plenty to piddle around with. He will raise it with that Jack 10. Haley folds Jack 9. We're off to Gray, where we find an ace and a queen. He wastes no time with this ace queen. He will rip it. He is all in.
Ain't gonna take that down. All right, so we got San Francisco also out there in the chat. Collinsville, Oklahoma.
What up, Collinsville?
Some more Tulsa fans. Yeah, Clint, you can keep that snow. Yeah, I think without just the deuce as her kicker there, she probably would have elected to jam on that flop.
Yeah.
Or turn, but
it's more than 1/3 of her chips for 1 card to go.
Yep.
It's, that is not an easy spot. That's why I was saying that's why it's important for Gray to make those moves when he has that many chips, because it is a huge difference.
Yeah, if he was any shorter, she snap calls, but he had almost half her stack there, 40% or so.
Heads up.
King 10-3, full rainbow. Only Gray landing a pair here with a 3.
Bet 70.
Hit something, say something.
Bet it while it's good.
Kansas Cooler from Rhode Island.
Yeah, just happens to currently be in Kansas.
Also cold.
Also cold, indeed. I didn't realize how big Kansas was until I had to drive through there a little bit. My nephew just finished college at Pitt State in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Yeah,
and
you didn't even get to see very...
No, I didn't. Thank God. I didn't have to go through the rest of Kansas. I just had to stop in that southeast corner.
It's always fun to drive to Denver up through Wichita and then over to Denver. You get excited if you see a tree. There for about 400 miles, it seemed like. Brad's going to raise it up. He's got King Jack.
Graphics are catching up. We can see Haley's already full 8-5.
Yeah, Yeah, shout out to Wichita, 316 in the chat. Home of the National Baseball Congress World Series.
500.
All right. Juicy 3-bet coming in from Gray. Wow, another King Jack. Gray is going to take that down, and he's now over the 2 million mark. So that was a big, big hand earlier, jamming, getting Haley to fold the King Deuce, and now he's got over 2 million in chips. Justin, you're killing me, man. Where are you from? Rhode Island? Wichita? Which one is it, brother? Either way, thank y'all for tuning in. Wow, Gen X dad advice saying Roy D. Mercer, funny comedian, did indeed die just a few days ago. That's weird that we were talking about him, because who knows? I have not seen the news, and I don't think RJ had either. Great, funny comedian, though. If you guys liked crank calls and stuff like the Jerky Boys from the late 90s, early 2000s, Roy D. Mercer, redneck comedy from Oklahoma, I believe. Funny, funny guy. Scoop going to take that one down. And again, this is what we are playing for. The next guy or gal out will finish with $2,975. And then those pay jumps start going up, almost $1,000 between 5th and 4th. And then it really gets juicy. First place, $15,380. So a lot to play for here. These players are really being a little cautious. That's right, Doug. How big a boy are you? What's the other? Said, when's the last time you had a good old country ass whooping? Roy D. Mercer. All right, Haley gladly take that down with the Jack 4. Brad trying to be a gentleman. First time in Texas. He's learning from the Texas men here. We open car doors, we say yes ma'am, and sometimes we help the ladies stack their chips. What a gentleman, Brad. You have picked up on the Texas values quite quickly. Yeah, not a bad day's work for $360 buy-in, Needles. Thank you, Daniel. I thought it was Tulsa. Brad with 5:30 remaining. He's going to rip it with the King Queen of Diamonds. And he's going to pick up those blinds. Brett Douglas was his real name. That is awesome. And he played some poker too. We'll see. Poker, comedy, sports, you know. It's great when the poker world kind of intersects with some of the rest of the things that we all enjoy. Definitely a social game, and love that we can all share some of that stuff. Music, sports. You see a lot of those retired athletes start playing poker, like Richard Seymour and some others. Wolfgang's got a bunch of Buffalo Bills players playing poker now. Pretty cool stuff. So.
Are you our dealer when you come back from break? You were my lifesaver.
Uh-oh, Skinny Cole made the final table on the afternoon tourney. Good luck, Skinny. All right, Haley's going to take down another one. She's back over 2 million. Says, don't count me out, boys, just because I've made a couple of tight folds. And it looks like Shen is going to get a little bit of relief, and the lovely Miss Brittany is going to be our dealer. Brittany, another excellent dealer, deals almost all of our big final tables. One of a handful of dealers that gets to do these just because she's so dadgum good at it.
I only pushed you.
All right, we're through 71 hands, down to our final 5 in today's bigger one tournament. Ray's still right around that 2 million mark. He's got the button and a suited king 8.
Yeah, they mentioned in the chat that we gave a shout out to Wichita earlier, and that is indeed the hometown of our 4th seed. Very cool. Somebody knew that out there.
All right, Big Blind not really interested in folding a suited ace here. Not really interested in calling either. He's going to raise, and raise pretty juicy here.
We have a bump and a rebump.
440,000, 285 more to go if Gray wants to make this call. In position. Arnie Killer hoping to take it down, and he does. Good sizing there.
That's right. Haley is a big part of the Run Good series. That's where I first come to know those folks, the Run Good events in Tulsa. Now it's all coming back to me. The concussions have an impact, of course, but
so Brad is from Buffalo.
Starting to make sense. There you go, Buffalo, definitely north of I-20.
Definitely north of I-20, indeed.
And it is cold. Home of the Bills Mafia, table crushers, literally.
And poker players. Got some poker players up there in Buffalo. Talking to the chat just a bit ago about Wolfgang Poker, getting some of those Buffalo Bills players.
Yeah.
Start playing a little cards. Dalton Kincaid and some of the others been playing in a lot of games with him, so love seeing
they're having a good time.
Sports and poker intersect. King 8-7. Haley with the under pair, but it is good.
Still with the best of it here. Ace-6 clubs. Not a fun flop. It's great taking a peek at the clock there as a break is oncoming. And he will.
All right, player's going to take a quick break. So if you guys want to take this opportunity to take about a 6-minute break, these players are going to go get some beverages, and we're going to tell you all about what's going on around Texas Card House and around the state of Texas.
What's going on, man?
Well, we've got a lot. We got a lot coming up, including the Trailblazer making its next stop in Houston. We've talked about that a little bit earlier, but it's at the end of this month, February 26th through March 10th. So that's what, just 11 days away. Highlighted by that $500,000 guarantee main event. There's 10 action-packed events for this tour. Trailblazer just finished the stop here in Dallas, and of course, the lovely Miss Mallory went ahead and crushed that.
Miss Malpal.
With her main event, title event, Trailblazer victory. Got the hardware and a cool $211K.
Pretty good
prize. So
if you're going to beat
shout
one, that's
out
a good one to beat.
Miss Mallory. And if you can't make it down to Houston, if you're just going to be up here in Dallas for the first part of that Trailblazer tour, February 26th to March 3rd, we not only have this even bigger one tournament, which we'll highlight this several times throughout the night. We have a $1,000 double bag bonus, a $2,500 triple bag bonus, $250K guarantee, awesome tournament. It's usually been 60K plus for first place in that. The day 3 final table is going to be on the 3rd. Sunday, day 2 is on March 2nd. Well, if you didn't make day 2, or if you bust out in day 2 and you want to play some more, we have the other one going on.
The other one?
Yeah. 50K guarantee, $500 buy-in, 30-minute levels, 40K starting stack. So we're going to have our day 2.
And that'll be March 2nd.
Yeah. Day 2 of the even bigger one is going on March 2nd. If you don't make day 2 and you want to play in another tournament, we're going to have another tournament for you. $500 buy-in, 50K guarantee. Or if you make day 2, you get your cash prize, you bust out a little earlier than you want, you can try to bank this one.
That's right. Just roll it over.
One-day tournament. It starts at 12 p.m., so it's definitely going to be probably a long tournament, but probably going to be worth it. We're going to crush that guarantee as well.
I thought you wanted to go home.
I do.
And what else we got going on here? Our Jizzle.
That way.
Anybody interested in 5-card? We'd like to remind y'all that we do host a 5-card
Freak myself out.
high-low game here at Texas Card House Dallas. The lovely Miss Rebecca Thompson. This is her game. This is her information up here. I know it's every Tuesday. Are they still doing it Sundays? Are they doing it tomorrow? We got the big event going on. Worth a check.
Worth a check. I believe that they are, but
if they are, Sunday, tomorrow, 1 p.m., Rebecca's game will be running here. It's a 5-card high-low with 2 bomb pots.
I spend my Sundays at Las Colinas, so I don't get to check on them that particular day.
But Tuesdays also 1 p.m. You can see those players. They've been playing mixed games throughout the week too. So
yeah, the big one's here tonight.
25-50
they
mixed
are
game.
Firing away, yeah.
They play games I don't even know what they are, but you guys have to deal them.
They did mention that after the stream they will have a seat open for me.
Whoa.
And I said I will sneak up out of here.
Did they tell you that it's $25, not cents?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told them I will sneak up out of here and give them the bird as I leave.
There you go. And of course, we do stream cash games on Tuesday nights. Mr. Aaron McAvoy joins us in the booth remotely from Austin, but RJ and I are in the booth as well here in Dallas for our cash stream. Miss Mallory, who I was just talking about, who crushed that big tournament score. She puts together our awesome Tuesday night lineups, and this is how you get a hold of Miss Mallory.
Man, how much fun are Tuesdays?
Yeah, Tuesdays are a blast. We have a lot of fun doing those live streams, big cash games. Usually it's a 5, 10, 25 big game. We just had a young player, Mr. Zach Castro, whose brother.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Harvey later because there's too much to say about Harvey.
Pretty good week for the
But
Castro
Zach comes
brothers.
on, plays our live stream. He's been on our live stream before in a tournament, but he'd never played in the big 5, 10, 25 game. He comes on last Tuesday night and walks away with over 30K in profit. I think the next closest player had like a 5K win. Zach goes ahead and just books a 30K profit on a 5, 10, 25 game, just crushes it.
That's it.
So that was awesome. So if you guys want to go back and watch the Sun Run that Mr. Zach Castro had, Z-World, we were all just living in it.
It's about to be the Castro Crushers, the Heaters.
Yeah.
These guys are going on, and they keep doing it. So if you just keep doing it, then it's not a heater at some point.
Absolutely.
These guys are studs.
And we just saw Harvey Castro made it to the Poker Go $10,000 buy-in, final table, final 2 players.
Yes, sir.
There's a hand I know he's going to be thinking about for the rest of his dadgum life, but he finished in second for $193,000. I mean, unreal finish for Harvey. Obviously, he's a local here, becoming a poker legend at just 22 years old. Another
Absolute
6-figure score for him.
Another.
Just 3 days after his bro won 30K on our live stream. So it's Team Castro up in here, and it's been a lot of fun to watch those 2 guys.
Man, has it really? Ever. I mean, watching these 2 guys grow up, and just since I've been down here, Zach and I, we kind of became pals a couple of years ago when I first got to Dallas, whatever, so I've got to see him kind of grow, and we've had talks about maybe some of the turbulence you go through as you're growing as a poker player, and now he is straight fire emoji along with Harvey the Crusher.
Well, and if you listen to, Harvey doesn't put out a ton of content, but if you just listen to his analysis of hands that he plays, you're just like, wait, I've been playing this game for how long? And I need to get back in the lab. I got to study.
He has
because the game's changed a little bit. The players are getting better.
For sure.
A little looser, a little wilder in some spots, but Harvey's just such a sharp kid, and you can tell he literally spends hours and hours
he's still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, this week before he went, he was in the lab looking at his charts.
Without working on your game, and he's somebody who's really working on his game, and it's just cool to see. So, but we have opportunities, We just had Miss Mallory win $211,000 at TCH off of.
Yeah, sure.
What was the buy-in for that? 500?
Officially, it
Eight.
was
It's an
$800
$800 buy-in.
Yeah, 8 is correct.
We've got an opportunity to win over 60K coming up at the end of this month in the even bigger one off of a $300 buy-in.
Every Saturday we have this tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, this is no slouch, right? $360 buy-in where you can play for 5 digits.
Exactly.
Like, you don't get to play for 5 digits very often.
No,
and
you don't.
We have it like all the time.
No, and then I mean, the tournament we had last night, it was a 250 buy-in. I made the final table. I didn't, I didn't finish the prize I wanted to, but it was almost 6,000
up top or
for
so?
first place.
Yeah.
Same thing for our Thursday night tournament, which was 150.
Yeah,
so the tournaments that are here, I mean, they're all bankroll builders because if you can put 15K in your pocket off of a $360 buy-in, like one of these guys or gal is going to be able to do tonight, you've got enough 1-2 bullets or tournament bullets to fire for the next, next year.
Tonight's late bloomer, $175 event. They have 6,000 up top, a little over 6,000.
Yeah,
and,
really cool stuff.
Man, yeah, I mean, these tournament prize pools are incredible.
Just in time, we are back in action. Let's get back to it. Cards are in the air. Brittany is dealing for us now.
Let's go. Hand 73 now.
Amen, Andy.
Got some studs right here, and they are battling it out for this prize pool tonight. After the break, blinds are 40,000, 80,000. Gray's going to look down at a pair of 4s to get us started.
I don't know what Haley's holdings are just yet. She's going to check.
She did defend from her big blind and check.
There we go. We got a 7-7-10 flop.
Looks
Ace
like Brad's
turn.
in there too.
Brad is not in there.
Nope.
Shows his hands. We have pocket 4s for Gray. Diamond anywhere?
So Brad is not in there, but if his hand was Jack 9, it could have come in handy.
Yeah, Brad does not win that hand. That's definitely a misread there. Hard to win a hand if you don't have 2 cards. He would have won the hand with the straight and a flush, whichever. Tell him, Andy. Smash that like button. We're trying to get over 100 likes on there on just our YouTube stream. Helps grow our stream. Keeps us all over that algorithm. Subscribe to the channel as well. How did Scoop end up with a pile of chairs behind him? Arnie Killer, 2.7 million. He's in the cutoff with a 7-5 spades. And he's going to raise it up to 180.
Handsome Andy in the chat, our marketing VP, trying to get us to 100 likes. We should definitely get to 100 likes by the time we're off the air tonight. I'd love to see it. So would Andy. Arnie Killer going to get this one through. 7-5 suited is a winner. Taking down the blinds and Annie's there. A little raise from the cutoff.
All right. Brad is our short stack, just under 10 big blinds.
Yeah, blinds are 80,000 here. That is 200,000 coming out of your stack every lap of the button. And the lap of the button is only 5 hands now.
Short laps. Suited queen 6, not going to be good enough. And good thing he didn't go with that hand because Haley is going to wake up with 2 kings here.
Haley's on the button with the kings. What to do with that?
Oh, goodness.
180,000 to go. Gray has done an incredible job climbing back up to 1.4 million, and now he's going to be in a pickle here with these pocket 9s in the small blind.
And he is choosing to raise. He's out of position.
Pretty hefty 3-bet here, 550,000.
He'll recheck the cards from Haley. She's probably about to deliver the boom.
She does indeed. She has ripped it. Haley's all in.
5-handed 9s is good.
Oh, and Gray's going to make the call with pocket 9s.
But it is not good here.
So Gray's going to be at risk here. He's got pocket nines. Haley's on the button with kings.
Brad in our 5 seed. We know who he's rooting for here. Gray's at risk.
Jack 8, 5, 2 diamonds. Both players holding a diamond. Gray down to a 9 and a 9 only. It's the 5 of clubs and big pot for Haley. That will eliminate Gray in 5th place.
GG's, Mr. Gray, and congratulations, my brother. Again, another final table for Gray. Corey, great job. We love having you down here. Everybody seems to have a good time playing with him. Everybody that knows him seems to like him.
Gray is awesome.
Congratulations, Gray. Going to be our 5th place finisher and take home just under $3,000 for a day's work.
Pretty good day.
Pretty good day.
Nice job, Gray.
Almost 10x'd his buy-in there. Great job.
He'll be disappointed and sad, but that's a sweet run. Good to see him at yet another TCH Live final table. And yeah, I wish everybody could know how cool Gray is. Like, I know he's all stoic and quiet at these final tables, but he is an awesome dude.
Well, Brad is now laddered up. He and Scoop are pretty close in chips now, both around that 9 or 10 big blinds, but they're both guaranteed over 3,800 now. Nice run, Corey. In the chat from High Roller and Clayton.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I'll have to watch it.
GG's and shout outs to Corey in the chat. And not to mention, that was a massive pot for Haley.
Yep.
She is now up to 3.84 million, chip leader.
Just short of 4 million. Arnie Killer, just short of 3 million. And then Scoop and Brad with 9 and 10 big blinds.
Well, there's 3 diamonds also.
We are down to our final 4.
Actually, Brad's even shorter than that now. Yeah, Brad's in a little bit of trouble here.
Brad is in the big blind this hand. Scoop, he will limp from the button.
Picking on my big
No, he raises 200,000, pardon me.
The Jack-6 was the dominating hand there. 9-6 offsuit in the mug for Brad.
Yeah, those red chips there are worth 100,000 each. So when you see 2 of those go in, that's going to be a raise. That's 200,000.
Yeah, Brad's down to 5 big blinds. He's in the small now.
Blue chips worth 25,000 each, and the white chips are worth 5,000 each. So you can see there, 40,000, 80,000 are blinds.
Brad is going to wake up with a San Francisco 49er and to go, ooh.
Ooh, indeed. 49er in the mug.
I have live cards.
Haley definitely would have been in a good spot there to take a shot.
When are you going back to Buffalo?
Tuesday.
Headed back to the cold lands of Western New York Tuesday, he says.
Well, he's going to be going home with at least $3,800.
There we go.
Unless he goes and spills that on a PLO table.
Pretty sweet trip. By the way, when I made a lap out around the room a few moments ago, I did find Mr. Arnie.
On a PLO table?
No, he found a spot in our nighttime bankroller tournament.
Nice.
It's the 9 p.m. even later tournament.
Steven, are you watching on Facebook or YouTube? Looks like you're watching on YouTube. We got a lot more 9 likes.
YouTubity tib tube. I'm telling you. All right, Brad's all in here. He's going to be at risk. He has King 10, Arnie Killer, trying to get yet another elimination. This time he is battling with the deuces. King 10 versus deuces.
I don't know.
I've used a lot.
Cats have 9. And you...
Ace 9, Jack.
Oh.
A lot of outs now.
Queen 10, 8 now as well. King, Queen 10, 8, Queen.
Queen ball.
That'll be a straight.
Broadway. Start calling him Broadway Brad. Not Buffalo Brad, but Broadway Brad as he hits Broadway and gets a full double up there.
There we go. Somebody said we're 4 likes away from 100. That's more like it.
We're at 98. Let's go. 2 more likes and we're there.
I think we can do it. Had a boatload of viewers there before the color up break. Actually, I don't think they colored up a thing, but we did have a player break a few moments ago at the beginning of this level. So they're feeling fresh, ready to roll now.
Yeah, now Scoop and Brad are right neck and neck again.
That's what I got.
Called in a favor.
I guess.
Scoop is going to get
All right, that's 10
button.
lives. How many do you have?
And now Brad is
I'm hoping for about 3 more.
going to have to put
There's 3 more.
160K in on this hand right here.
Yeah, four-handed here. Brad and Scoop, the low stacks, they're both below $1 million. And really a spot for Haley and Arnie Killer both to chill unless they can go for a knockout. Haley here with an ace-7. She'll be able to go for an elimination here.
Haley's going to raise. Try to put pressure on the two shorties. Brad with a 10-3.
10-3, no good.
What am I supposed to do?
Hands the chips to Haley.
Jay Stevens up there in Montana says, I took down first place for $820 last night at my local card club, 46 players. Well, congratulations.
Jay Stevens, that a baby.
Congrats, man.
Players, we got a break on the tournament clock tonight. The last 15 minutes to register if you'd like to play.
I went home a little sad. I finished in 8th place in last night's tournament here at TCH.
Yep.
It's almost a $6,000 pay jump between 8th place and 1st.
That's the way I felt a few weeks ago when you saw me finish in 8th place.
Yep.
It was funny, you walked right up in time to see me at a final table, and wah wah, 8th place.
Can't win them if you don't play them though, and gotta keep firing bullets. We'll all get a nice bink eventually on a big one. Heck yeah. We welcome you, man. Come say hi. Hopefully RJ or I will be around. Kind words from the most handsome Andy.
Andy of Handsome. So yeah, it is a fun spot here to see how the two big stacks maneuver with the two smaller stacks.
Great job there by Haley, knowing that her King 10 is probably good against the big blind there, and just gonna bully him out of that, steal those blinds.
They will definitely be able to pick on him here a little bit.
There's been 2 times in this tournament that I was like,
Yeah, you almost get the best of both worlds where you can apply a little bit of pressure with small raises and you can go for knockouts.
and I sprinted back to my chair.
This time Brad's got the deuces. He defeated Ducks just a few moments ago.
I gotta start getting up from my chair more often.
Yeah. Let me walk halfway across the room.
You will raise it up 175. Haley, premium hand in this spot. She's got the button and an ace-jack of hearts.
Crash course coming.
Just a call here. Wants to
Oh,
see
wow.
what Scoop does, and Scoop does indeed rip it.
This one for you, Brad.
That may,
What a spot to be in with the
may
twos
save
here.
Brad here. Let's see what happens here with his deuces.
I think Brad's going to find the fold. Haley's going to end up calling, and we're going to have the Scoop versus Haley battle. Just don't want to get your whole tournament live.
Yeah, the deuces get off the hook.
Deuces,
He's
yeah.
out of
Good
there and in the
fold.
muck. So we will race it out. Scoop will be at risk instead of Brad. Haley with the ace-jack of hearts. Scoop's got pocket sevens.
Brad begging Brittany, don't put a deuce out there, but he made the right fold. Scoop is at risk here.
I think he would be happier if he found an ace or a jack.
Oh, seven.
That's a set here for Scoop, but
She's
he's not
got
off the
outs.
hook.
Oh,
pinball, that's
first pitch.
Broadway.
Don't pair the
Now
board.
Scoop's going to have to pair the board.
Wow.
No help on the river. That's a 9.
And folding the deuces for Brad gets him a ladder up right there.
Ace Jack making Broadway against the set.
Wow.
That another monster pot for Haley. Elimination. Scoop will finish in 4th place.
$3,855 going for Scoop. Great tournament player, great PLO player. Love being at a table around him. So
Yeah,
great
congrats,
job
Scoop.
there. 4th place out of 206. What a day for you, Mr. Scoop, and what a nasty, nasty turn card for him after thinking he was going to survive that all in.
Definitely a fun spot to get it in there. 7th versus Ace Jack. Find a 7 on the flop, and no ado. Broadway takes him out.
Bink City.
All right, now we're down to 3 players. Pay jumps start getting serious. Money starts getting serious. Showtime.
First time in Texas, and Mr. Brad.
Yeah, Brad's been a little short here the last couple of knockouts, so nice little ladder up for him. Now he's got a shot.
Huge ladder up. He's got 315K. He's basically free rolling now. He's like, you know what? I'm going to be all in just a second.
Yeah, he's in small blind right here, so he'll get to pick preferably one of the next 2 hands.
All right, I'm on.
Yeah,
10-9 of clubs. Good enough.
Plenty happy to get it all in.
Good enough, and
10-9. But Haley's like, oh, well, I got an ace.
I've got an ace.
I got you dominated.
And I have you dominated. So, Brad's going to need a lot of help here. He's going to need to find a 10, a straight, maybe a flush.
Broadway Brad, can he do it again?
All right, at risk. Brad, the first timer, our friend from north of I-20 by a lot. Needs some help.
Oh.
Finds a 9. He's open-ended.
Gets it.
Bingo.
First
Bingo.
pitch. There you go, Brad.
Straight delicious for Brad, and just like that, he gets the full double up. He's up to 395,000. That will still be a little below 5 blinds, but beats the heck out of 0.
They don't have alligators in Buffalo, New York, but this kid's got alligator
Kid's
blood.
got it. Alligator blood.
Can't get rid of him. He's caught in a big chip sandwich between Christian and Haley, and he is all in again, back to back, and Haley's going to call him again, ace queen.
Same 2 cards.
And Christian can't do anything but just fold the 7-5.
All right, so now we got a real showdown.
Ace queen of clubs.
Pocket 9s for Brad. Ace queen for Haley. It's the truck starter versus the parking lot hand.
Broadway Brad, hoping he doesn't see Broadway this go round as he's got 2 9s. Haley's got the Broadway cards. Oh,
Queen in the
first.
window.
Right in the window.
So now Brad's going to need some help with those pocket 9s.
9 and a 9
Jack
only.
ball.
Great job, Brad. Great job, Haley. Haley's going to knock him out. Brad is going to finish in 3rd place.
Fire emoji continuing over there in seat 7. Sweet run, Brad.
What a ladder up. 63-35 for Brad. First time, not only in our club, but in the state of Texas. And he's going to finish 3rd place out of 206 entries at one of the premier poker clubs in all of Texas.
What we do, we make friends.
We make friends. Great job, Brad. He was a lot of fun on the table.
He was. He had a good time. He was comfortable.
Himself.
Yeah, you bet.
All right.
And we are down to 2.
We have
Haley and Christian Arnie Killer.
Haley and Christian.
They have been
Heads up.
They have been on a mission here. They both had chip lead throughout this final table. Both of them running pretty hot. And there's what we're playing for.
Both playing for 5 figures.
There we go. Guaranteed 10,590 with that top prize of 15,380. Both of them in the 5-digit club tonight. Both of these players also very familiar with the 5-digit club.
Absolutely.
Doesn't happen every day, but these players have had some scores, so a little bit of a resume, and it'll be a fun one.
All right, Christian wakes up with an ace on the button.
Poker face Ash, fire emoji, indeed. Haley all the way up to 5.51 million now, so she will have not quite the full 2-to-1 chip advantage going into heads up, but almost.
Coach Haley.
That's it.
Kind of indifferent. I don't get to play heads up that much, so I do want to play heads up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get into some Haley and Jared poker meetings now to get my learn on. Arnie Killer waking up with jacks here, just a second hand of heads up. He will bump it up. Let's see, Haley went with the call strategy from the button.
Yeah, 120 more is not much when you got 5.4 million. So she's going to make the call in position.
Limp strategy in effect. Bumped up from the big blind. Fun little flop here. It's a slot machine. 7, 7, 7. Good flop for jacks.
Takes it down. I did hear him kind of asking, did she want to do anything? And I heard her say, I don't get to play heads up all the time. Most of us don't, unless you're a heads up player. Making it to a final table and ending up 1 and 2 is tough to do in these large fields.
Absolutely.
So they're going to play this sucker out, and we're here for it. Mallory getting called an old blue-haired lady.
They didn't say anything about old. You said that.
I said old. Okay. That's
Mallory,
fine.
just saying.
Because she just turned 29 here recently.
All right, both players whiffing this flop, but Haley's going to have the best of it with her 7-high flush draw. Pardon me, that's 4 hearts.
Hey, Christian. That's 70%, right?
I thought it was 75.
Somebody asking Christian if they had 70% of his action in this, and he said, no, I thought it was 75. He ain't giving no action on this one.
I know. Earlier I saw him before the final table. I said, is it too late for 5%? He said yes. How
The
rude.
gift would have been a raise. But I'll accept this one.
Yeah, definitely curious with the amount of tournaments that Christian's been playing in, and watching a little bit of Haley, seeing how these two handle the heads-up battle. We've had a lot of players on our final tables who aren't as experienced, or probably haven't studied much of the heads-up game, and would love to see
and even these
some
two,
aggression from the buttons.
Sure. Even these two probably aren't totally comfortable with heads-up spots, but these two have indeed been there a few times and have an idea of how they want to handle it, and they also probably have an idea of how they want to maybe do things differently than they have before. So that's, essential that not everybody gets to think of.
Yeah, and Jack 9 is plenty good enough to raise, but Haley does wake up with a much bigger hand, Ace 10.
Yeah, so 3-bet there from the big blind, easy 3-bet spot for Haley, and that takes it down. Yeah, you never really know how you're going to react in a live heads-up situation until you're in it. And then you never really know what kind of corrections you can make until you're in it again, right? So, yeah.
Henry, yellow, table 4.
All right, see, this is what I'm talking about. Loving this, even with a 10-8. Got position, raise it.
Indeed.
Just happen to have the dominant hand here, but I love it.
Absolutely, 10-8. Easy to open heads up on the button.
What we don't want to watch is paint dry. We don't want to watch call, limp, check, 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 all the way to the river. And we can tell already that these two players.
I watched paint dry for about 45 minutes today on YouTube.
How many likes did that stream get?
Not many.
So I'm glad I didn't go to sleep last night. I played online all night. And then at like 11 a.m. I realized the tournament was going. So
Arnie Killer with ace 3. He'll raise. He just calls. Flatting here from the button. Haley will raise it up. Maybe he was expecting a raise. Does indeed get one from a dominant hand.
Ace highs are normally good heads up. He's going to fire back at her.
Yeah, I thought that might have been premeditated limp there. And indeed it was. He will 3-bet. She will rip it. 2.4 million now. Did we mention? These two will be ready.
The problem with an ace 3 when you get played back out here is you're losing to all other aces.
Yeah, and like I said,
you're losing to all pairs.
He limped that premeditated, expecting to 3-bet. and now he's received the bad news in a massive
And
4
again, a
bet.
good fold.
Yeah.
You're beating exactly king, jack, king, queen.
So really well played by both players.
Absolutely. Love it.
Little pricey there for Christian. He wishes he could have spent a little less, but well played. Effort was there, and recognized a bad spot out of there.
He put his free money on there and like said that he liked it.
Fearless. Yeah, somebody mentioned the word scared earlier in the chat, and I almost giggled.
$10 free money.
These two will not exhibit that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Haley just coming in for a call this time with a suited 5-3. Of course, Christian going to raise it up with the ace-jack. Pretty affordable price. So, yeah, she is going to come along with the suited mumbler.
Suited mumbler. Queen 6-6. Not a very good flop for the mumbler.
Pretty good flop for ace-jack. Just not going to connect very often there.
Christian able to continue here. Christian, a.k.a. Arnie Killer.
Yeah, and before we end up with an all-in and this thing is over, we did want to remind everybody that
Yeah,
tomorrow,
good time to mention it.
great tournament for charity going on. Texas Card House Dallas and 3Coin
Wake up, poker players. Get your philanthropy on.
collaborating together. 3Coin and Texas Card House Dallas presents a $10,000 guaranteed charity fundraiser tournament. And the fundraiser is for Love for Kids, Inc. $150 buy-in starting at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Come on out. I'll be there. RJ, you're going to be in the building. 3Coin, Mr. Randy 3Coin will be there, and a bunch of other cool folks. So come out tomorrow, 3 p.m. Have a good time for a great cause.
Yeah, Handsome Annie mentioning that the limps are at the right times, the 3 bets, 4 bets at the right time. She has ran pretty good over there, and that's how you win some tournaments.
Yep, play good, little run good.
Play good, run good, and that is a good combo.
Deadly combo.
Haley with the best of it here. Arnie Killer's got a lot of outs, but gonna need some help. 5, 8, 7, 9, is that correct? Or just the 7?
Just
No,
the 7.
9 will not make it straight. 7 will. 10 on the river. That double pairs the board, actually counterfeiting Haley's 4, so that is an out for Arnie Killer. I knew there was something else I was
missing. There's
missing.
no showdown value for an 8 high, though, so he is going to bet.
I knew there was something I was missing. That was what I was thinking of.
Kind of takes a peek at it and knows he had to bet there.
Yeah. And a bit of a frustrating run out there for Haley, and you can see without flinching in the muck, no problem. Wasn't frustrating at all.
Hand number 97. Are we going to get to 100 hands? Or is Haley going to take this down with a knockout punch here before we get to 100?
We didn't have our usual
over-under. No,
our
we did
usual
not.
over-unders in the chat. Who does that? That is
Code HDN.
There we go.
Throws it out
Code.
there for us.
Code's usually in there. Haven't seen Code tonight. He'll check in later.
Big old chip lead, though, right now for Miss Haley with 2 Ys. There's one that you don't really think about raising the button too often. The nine Triz.
Nope. Not unless you're Aaron McAvoy.
Yep, he loves him some 9 Triz.
I was asking for Haley.
What? She's going to get a coin or a trophy.
I asked if there was a trophy. So I'm asking for you.
Yeah, no trophy, but there is a coin.
A very cool Texas Card House coin. That's the trophy.
2025 tournament winner coin that they give out for these.
Yeah, and these regular daily and weekly events.
Goes nicely with the 15K that somebody's going to win in this event.
Indeed. I could show you what last year's coin looked like, but I understand the coins have changed since then.
They have.
And I haven't won one since they changed, which is rude.
I haven't won one when they had a coin.
Oh.
So I didn't get a 2022 coin.
I did get one of the old school coins.
or it was 2023, 2020, I don't know, whichever little daily tournament I took down, I didn't get a coin for. So
Then I went and lit that money on fire somewhere, I'm sure.
hand number 1, hundo, here we are.
Hand 100, we've made it to the century mark. Arnie Killer with Queen 5. Queen high here, that's a letter. Here we go, little bump.
Yeah, it's even against big stack on the button, queen high.
Yeah.
It's a gross looking hand, but you raise it and you take it down.
And a lot of times you deny that 9-4 offsuit from seeing a flop just like you did there.
Did have some fun hands tonight. Most memorable for me was the 8s versus 7s.
Ooh,
John's
monster.
John's versus Christian there, Arnie Killer.
8 high flop,
8
8s
high
versus
flop.
7s, and then a 7 on the turn. Doesn't get any nastier than that.
Arnie Killer coming along with just 10 high here.
7's worked out for him in the past. As we mentioned, we see another 7 here on the turn. Haley still with the best of it. It's going to be tough to know that with that Jack 5 high card.
I was hoping maybe he just called her with a couple of overcards. It cannot continue if she keeps the pedal on. And indeed.
There we go.
Nice bet there for Haley.
Yep.
Deny, deny, deny. Leo Joseph saying, hey all, this will be done by hand 117. So Leo saying, we're not making it another 15 hands.
Well, these two are off to a fine start, and you can see these bets aren't like of massive proportion, right? They're still playing per stack, per pot.
If you want to give me a chip, I mean,
There we go. Christian able to take this one down from the button. So you can see both players know how to maneuver things when they are on the button. It is powerful when you know how to use that little booger.
Taylor for 1-2 PLL.
Needles thinks a punt is incoming. Well, who is the punt going to be coming from, Needles?
So here we go. Haley calls with the 6-7 on the button. Arnie Killer finds this as a good spot to raise it up. And indeed, in a pretty fun little spot here, as long as it stays that way. 5-5 deuce to flop.
Who wants it? She's like, I know you don't have any of that. I know you don't have any of that, but I still have to fold. Would have been pretty sicko if she played back at him. And that might be something that's coming.
Oh yeah, these two are definitely feeling each other out a little bit. There's gonna be some sicko stuff eventually.
Just in time, Streamlabs saying if you want to play on TCH Live Dallas on Tuesdays, sign up there. You can click that link or contact the lovely Miss Mallory.
Yeah,
QR code, there's the phone number. Take a quick screenshot.
QR code. I never can remember those letters. I can remember the last time I raised with 9-6 offsuit on the button, but I can never remember QR code comparison.
Haley raised and took that one down with the King Dewey.
Yeah, Stephen Ruiz in chat mentioning that he's been locked in, as has Haley. Both these players absolutely locked in this final table. Obviously,
What do we start at?
Arnie Killer Christian,
Leo Joseph. I wonder if
beneficiary of that huge set over set.
That could be my man, some guy. All right, another win for Haley. Starting to get a little momentum here. Ariel Hartz is going to be hitting up Mowry in a couple months when back in Texas. Oh, I like it. M-O-W-R-Y. Mowry.
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 Of course, the old baseball days I had, I played with a couple of Mowrys. Some. All right, Arnie Killer on the button with the mumbler, 3-5 offsuit. Just a call. And these stacks starting to get a little bit lopsided again as Haley has the chip advantage by a bit here.
Hard to hit a pair. She finds a pair of 5s.
And does.
Sorry,
Arnie Killer.
Yeah, Arnie finds the pair of 5s.
The mumbler
there.
landed that 5. Haley with the 10-7 here. Checks to him twice, and he will check again. On his best behavior with that mumbler. Check and check. We'll go to a showdown. Both players will show their hand. Arnie Killer landed the 5, shows that he's limping with the mumbler. I'd like to have seen a little continuation there. He probably would agree, but he'll take the chips nonetheless.
5.23 in Haley stack and 3.02 for Arnie Killer, aka Christian. Still great that that was the name he chose, and he did indeed knock Mr. Arnie out of this tournament.
Yeah. Arnie loves having a good time with these young whippersnappers in here, and Arnie got knocked out tonight by the Arnie Killer. How rude.
Queen 6 versus Queen 7 here.
Queen High versus Queen High violence.
Computer hand, Queen 7 here.
2 diamonds here. No player with a pair. Haley has the only diamond, but
Ronnie B sticking with that over under 115.
Right.
That was talked about.
Let's see, where are we? 107 here, so could come into play, Ronnie. Yeah, if Haley keeps building that chip advantage over there, Christian, aka Arnie Killer, will definitely be on the move here before too long, as he is now down to 26 blinds. So nothing too crazy, but of course you're either in the small blind or the big blind every hand when your head's up, so 26 blinds can go pretty quick.
Haley is all in.
So Arnie raised the button here with Queen High, and Haley rips it all in with a nice little premium hand.
Getting close to 6 million.
So yeah, you don't want your raises getting punished when you're the short stack. That hurts you a little bit. Now down to 24 blinds. And in the big blind.
Just a call on the button with the 10-8. We are going to go to a flop.
To the flop, 10-8 versus 5-4. Ooh, hello. Middle pair here for the 10-8. Arnie Killer with the gut shot to the wheel. And backdoor hearts.
Heart on the turn would be dangerous. Oh,
a 10 of hearts.
It's not just a heart, it is the 10 of hearts.
Hello, that's a card for us. So the 10 of hearts here trips Haley. Gives Arnie Killer a gut shot and a flush draw, and he's running low over there. I think, what is he down to? 2.1 million. So he's
he's probably going to go for it here.
Yeah, he might.
I know, Christian.
This is kind of that spot, you know, where we saw Gray making moves, where he knew that he had enough chips to make moves. And indeed he does. He's making a move here, and it's going to run into some resistance.
Yeah, and that's going to put him down to 1.5 million.
All right, Haley makes the call here. Arnie Killer's going to need some help.
Queen.
Big old brick. And now will Arnie Killer.
He's going to do some inventory.
Yeah, 1.5 million, 1.6 million out there. What a spot. About 8 million chips in play here.
And wow.
He did not rip it all in, but he's mostly all in.
She snap calls.
And she will make the call, and that will leave Arnie Killer with a smidgen of chips.
Maybe hoping to get her to fold a weak ace. Man.
What a turn.
What a turn card. Well, we are on hand number 110.
Hand 110.
Arnie Killer is going to be on the button with 4 big blinds.
Yeah, interesting spot there that he saved 4 big blinds with the 5 high, 4 high bluff Rooney, whatever it was. So gave himself a chance at both the pot and this tournament. Chip in a chair does remain for him. He's all in right here. We don't see the cards just yet.
All in and a call. Christian's tournament life is at risk. He's got the 9-6 off. She's got King 4 off. Hand number 110. This could be it.
All right, Christian's going to need some help. Arnie Killer at risk. Haley with the advantage. She has King 4. Arnie Killer 9-6 off.
If Haley gets the knockout, she's going to be our tournament winner and winner of $15,000. Christian's tournament life is at risk, though. He needs a double up here.
Final 2 players of 204 entries today.
He
finds a 9.
Finds a 9.
10 of spades here on the turn. Only a king here for Haley.
All right.
There we go. Full double up for Arnie Killer. We're not done yet, folks.
We're not done yet. He's creeping back up to $1 million. She still has a 7-1 chip lead.
Yeah.
He has got some work to do in the big blind now.
Well, you can't get the massive comeback going without the first double up, and he does have that. He was down to a little over 4 blinds there before that double up. So Haley with a letter here.
It just
she will rip
Queen
it.
Deuce.
Queen Deuce. That's a letter. Rips it indeed. Wow. Arnie Killer.
Oh, this is
gonna
gross.
roll with it with the Queen 7.
Queen 7.
Queen 7 with a pretty good advantage here over the Queen Deuce.
Here we go, Queen 7, Queen. Oh, finds
Deuce
the deuce
on a flop. That's going to put Arnie Killer in a heap of trouble. Going to need a 7 or a 4.
No.
No help.
Wow, that is going to do it. That is going to do it. The Queen Deuce is going to be the winning hand of the night, and Haley is going to be our champion today.
Just like that.
Arnie Killer eliminated. He's going to take home $10,590. Second place finish. Haley is going to be our winner. First place, $15,380. First place out of 206 entries today. GG's, well done.
Yes.
They're going to build up a stack for her right now and take her picture. You see they're going to put the coin down there for her. But guess what?
Sweet run for Christian, by the way. Congratulations to him, finishing second place. 2 of my very favorite crushers, and
who did I pick to win this tournament?
You picked Haley.
I sure as heck
and
did.
I was not allowed to pick anyone else because of Haley.
Because we knew the chat was going to get mad at
That's
us. Well, just like that, she's going to get her picture taken real quick. But surprise, surprise, we're on a delay, so she is actually going to hop in with us real quick and jump on the headset.
I'm out of here. Bringing Haley in.
Give it a few minutes.
All right. So this was actually my first official time to meet you today. I know I'd seen you in the room a little bit, and I got to watch you on another live stream last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so got to see you there. So it was a little familiar before this tournament started. I wanted to, take this opportunity not even knowing that this was going to be you. But I wanted to start something that we miss out on sometimes. When people win these big tournaments, you guys are really the stars. So we wanted to allow you to come in here. Didn't know it was going to be you, but glad it is you. You get to come in here and just tell us a little bit about yourself and how it was getting to a final table at TCH.
Yeah, thank you. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah. I mean, any big memorable hands for you or that got you here today? Or, I mean, obviously you had some really sick hands there when y'all got down to like 4 and 5 handed that were awesome. But
on the bubble, I was catching a lot of really big hands and just picking up a lot of dead money, and like spots like that are really big for confidence and stuff. And Christian, the guy who I got heads up with, we actually played a pretty decent sized pot on the stone bubble where he flats me on the button with queens and I have kings. And I should have busted him, but he didn't because he flatted. And he ended up getting heads up. So
well, that is awesome. Let's see if we can get a better picture of us. There we are. So this is Haley, everybody. She is here playing. So you are Dallas native, or you're here locally now?
Yeah, I just moved here like a month or two ago.
Okay, from where?
Tulsa.
From Tulsa. Okay.
Yeah.
We thought, and we had a lot of folks in the chat that were really rooting you on. We were warned beforehand that we were going to blow up tonight, and we got a lot of extra viewers because you were here. So any poker background or what got you into this game, if you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I actually work in the industry. I've worked in the industry for just about 12 years now.
Okay.
I started as a waitress at a casino in Iowa, and then I got into the poker scene probably about almost 9 years ago.
Okay.
I actually do photography for the WSOP.
Nice.
So, like the WSOP main event, the person who's won that, I've shot the photo for it for the past 5 years.
Okay.
Always on the rail, always there in the action. So I don't get to play a lot, and it's really fun to, the times that I do get to play, to like actually do something with it and go deep. Last week I was here playing, and I played exactly 1 minute and 40 seconds because I played one hand in this exact tournament.
Oh my goodness! Well, that's awesome. You're taking home over $15,000 today in a $360 buy-in tournament. That's just awesome that we're able to have these one-day tournaments like that here in Dallas. Texas is full of great card rooms, but every week we have a tournament like this. So there's one of the guys that you were on the table with, Nathan Johns, right there. He goes by John, so he was in our 3 seat. He's saying, "Great job, Haley." So you can tell just from the chat here that a lot of people were rooting you on. And of course, now that you've moved down here, I'm sure we'll be seeing a little bit more of you. So exciting. Are you the only person in your family that plays poker, or do you come from a poker family?
I was the first person in my family to get into the industry, but my younger brother, actually deals at the lodge in Austin.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, just...
Was that him in the chat too, Clayton maybe? Or
no, his name is Tanner.
Tanner, okay. Well, we had some people claiming they were your brother. We had people claiming all kinds of it. And evidently you're a poker coach for somebody as well. No. Well, we had a lot of fun in the chat. People were really engaged with you. It's great to see more women in poker. We always root to have 1 or 2 women on our final tables, and you were the only one, and you took down all the boys tonight. So congratulations again on that. Any final words or shout-outs before you go?
I don't know. This is cool. This is my first 5-figure head and mob score, so
heck yeah.
I don't play that much. So
well, it's all nice. It takes is one big score. Mallory Poker had that big score recently, and she's like, now I have street cred, so I still don't have a 5-figure score. So congratulations again to that. This was a great match, and the way that you and Christian played this heads-up match is really what we want to see when it gets down to heads-up, you guys betting buttons and really getting after each other. So congrats again on the win, and I'm sure we'll see you around.
Yeah,
all right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and congrats to our winner, Miss Haley. Y'all have a good night.
Cheers.